Yes, people. Welcome back to another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube, brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note, and I'm joined by one of my fellow co-hosts. Man like Ryan is in the building. What are you telling me, Ryan? You good?
Yeah, good, bro. How are you?
Yeah,
Good.
man, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Always looking. Q&As are always eventful, and you never know who's going to drop in. But before I get into all of that, please make sure, actually, before I even get into that, love to everybody who's supporting the channel, man. I start every single live show, whether it's on the YouTube or the Twitch, saying that, and I will continue to do so. Big up to everybody who's supporting, like I always state, man. Whether you watch the shows live and you're in the comments, whether you watch the shows live and you have it on in the background, whether you watch the shows back afterwards, whether you listen via one of the audio platforms, however you support, man, it's much appreciated and it does not go unnoticed. So big up to everybody who's supporting Sarcasm City TV as a brand. And please make sure, whether you're watching this live right now or you who are watching this back afterwards, hit the like button on the video. Hit the like button on the video. Share it across all the socials as well. Share it across all the socials and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Make sure you hit the notification bell when you hit the subscribe button. And what Bainesy told me he was in the chat, so shout out to him,
Shout out,
because
Benji.
sometimes the YouTube notifications don't work. So what you have to do is go to the individual video and just put the notification on. So please make sure you do that. So for those that haven't seen the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A before, you lot in the comments run the show. You lot in the comments run the show, and you get to ask myself and Ryan any sporting question, past or present. Any sporting question, past or present. So it can be football, it can be boxing, it can be basketball, it can be tennis, it can be cricket, whatever sport that is. Ryan, why am I getting feedback from you? Have you not? Can you just stand up your mic?
Nah, I'm on my phone, bro. I ain't got my mic.
Is it?
I was just moving it around. Sorry.
Yeah, no stress. Well, yeah, that's how these shows work. So you lot in the comments, you lot run the show, and don't forget as well, members comments and questions do take priority. So if you see me going to the same names, I'm not ignoring you. If you want to join the membership, link is underneath in the description, people, or go to the homepage and click join. It helps you support the channel further and has many great perks, including that. And of course, for your comment to take priority, you can also super chat as well. And myself and Ryan will get to it expeditiously. So I will get to the comments as well. Big up to Cav, who says this is actually very, very funny. We gonna get to that. Bainesy says Flawless gonna be cooking Arsenal right now. Arsenal cook themselves. All the noise that people give Arsenal, this and that, Arsenal are back. Arsenal are favourites for top four, and they have a performance like this, and everybody shuts up. I ain't heard from Arsenal fans in a minute. Where's Babs? You know what I'm saying? I was going back and forth with Slavs in the group chat. Can't hear from Babs. He said happy birthday to Slav and happy birthday to
Yeah,
Slav.
happy birthday, Slav.
FC, brother. Arsenal fans real quiet. Down my timeline, Arsenal fans real quiet. All the shit that United have been going through, the whole surviving Ollie and all that, I was here. Every Wednesday and Sunday, I was here. And on every other day as well, I was here daily. Every day that ends in Y, I was here throughout the entire reign. We lost 5-0 to Liverpool, I was here. We lost 2-0 to City, I was here. We lost 4-1 to Watford, I was here. We lost in the Champions League. Yeah, we went out in the group stages of the Champions League. I was here. We lost to that team in Istanbul. I was here. We lost to in the Europa League final. I was here. You know what I'm saying? I'm on the front line regardless, and I don't hide in it like these Arsenal duns. You know what I'm saying? Guarantee you ain't gonna see none of him in the chat. Where's Zayn? Hear me? Zayn been running his mouth recently. Oh, Flawless, where you can't ban the Arsenal now. This is what Arsenal fans need to realize, and this is me saying this. Your team is not that good. Let's just keep it real. It wasn't too long ago you lost to an Everton side that hadn't won in like 9 games, and you lost to a Manchester United side with Michael Carrick in the dugout. This was last month, about 6 weeks ago, maybe.
Yeah.
2 months ago. 2 months ago.
Yeah.
And then he went on a good run of games and good run of results, which they did. They were very impressive, in particular against West Ham, and I give them full credit. But it's still Arsenal. The team is still bang average. The manager is still very much unproven. And when I say these things, people act like it's just me getting onto them because I get onto Arsenal. No, the reason why I get onto Arsenal so much is because they give me so much material to work with. It's like being a comedian and Donald Trump's in power and not talk about him. Donald Trump gives you so much ammunition and ammo to use. Why am I not? I'm a troll. Why am I not going to use this material? I already dislike Arsenal as it is. Same way, if this was Liverpool going through Arsenal state, I'd do it to Liverpool. But they've been successful in recent times. I do it to Manchester City. They've been successful in recent times. So how am I going to put that on him? You hear me say fuck Newcastle and fuck Leeds every chance I get. All right. But like, and now everyone's quiet now. Big up to Kevin as well for the super chat. He says, champions of Europe, happy new year, brother. Big up. Happy new year to you, big up. I love how you continue to support and just continue to drop $1.99 super chat saying champions of Europe. This is all Kevin says. This is his only line, and I respect it highly. Much appreciated, Kevin. I hope you had a good new year. Big up to everyone. Big up to Nippon. Big up to Manj. Nippon says, let's all take a moment and laugh at Arsenal. Exactly, man. Just soak it in. Out here losing to 9th place championship sides. But this is the side that is going to finish top 4, clear as day. I've said it before and I say it again, Manchester United should not be in a top 4 race. But we are, because the rest of the league is that bad. The quality is not that good. And that's why we are where we are. We're still in this race. The manager came in at Spurs, and I was saying this to Slav in the group chat. Ryan can back me up on it because he was there throughout the entire thing of us going back and forth. The manager came in and said the level of Spurs is not that high.
Yeah.
People overlook that though, because it's Spurs and we don't care. Because if Ragnick comes in and says that, we're still talking about that now. He came in and said that. This is the same Spurs side that struggled to score against Watford, who are defensively one of the worst teams in the league. They haven't kept a clean sheet the entire season. But yet Spurs, this is the same team that was struggling before the forfeit to get through the European Super Conference League. The 3rd tier of European football. Not the 1st tier, not Champions League, not the 2nd tier that was Europa League, the 3rd tier. But this is the team this is why I'm not afraid of any of these teams. West Ham are a good side. Don't get mistaken, West Ham, but they're nothing special. Are they a good team? Yes. But like, that's it. They're not amazing. They're not exceptional. We don't look at West Ham and go, oh my God, what a side. They're going to go down in Premier League history as one of the better sides outside of the big 3 or the big 4 or the big 6. They're not Leicester. They're not the levels Leicester have been, like in the past few seasons type of thing. But they are in with a shout, absolutely. And David Moyes is doing a great job there. So I say all that to say this, like, Arsenal, like, you'll always get Arsenal are always a game away from a result like this. That's just embarrassing. And it just brings them back down to earth. I think the universe just likes playing practical tricks because they gas it up and gas it up. And worst case scenario, currently United sit 4 points behind Arsenal in the Premier League. Worst case scenario, even if United lost that game in hand, we're still 4 points off them with 18 games to go. There's a lot of points to be played for. I think Spurs are a point off them, 2 points off them. I think West Ham the same, 2 points off them. So yeah, man, I just wanted to get off my chest. What was your thoughts on it, Ryan? And yes, Cams, I'm around. Yes.
What, on Arsenal today?
Yeah, Arsenal today, yeah.
They were outplayed from start to finish. Legit outplayed. Nottingham Forest looked comfortable throughout. I don't really remember Arsenal sustaining pressure, looking like they were going to score, looking like, they were dangerous. Arsenal was poor in attack, very poor in midfield. Obviously they had their 2 kind of main midfielders out in Xhaka and Partey, and they had to play, I think, Lokonga, who's young and inexperienced, and I don't know who the other guy was next in. Patino, I think, is also young and inexperienced. So that really showed as well. But like you said, Arsenal, they need to stop overhyping themselves. Yes, you're in 4th, but that's because, like Slav said in the group chat as well, teams have games in hand on you, around you. And also, like, you're 4th because, let's be honest, like you said, the league is fucking shit. Like, the league is not good. It really isn't. Like I say, I like Brighton. Brighton have won 6 games this season in the league and are 9th. That just tells you it at the end of the day. Man United have been absolutely terrible this season, and yet they're still in a genuine top 4 race. This league is shit. It's not as if Arsenal are anything special.
And before you continue, I think I'm guessing who this is, but I'm not 100% sure. But good evening.
Good evening.
There we go. It's Timo. Go on, carry on. I wasn't sure for a sec. Go on, carry on.
But I think when you, like, with Arsenal, it's like their fans will just come up with all sorts of excuses as well. It's like, they'll hype up their team, but then if they lose a game, they'll say, "Oh, this team ain't good enough to compete" and stuff. Well, hang on a minute. It weren't long ago you man was saying you had the best goalkeeper in the league this season so far, one of the best right backs, amazing signing in Tomiyasu. Okay, he didn't play today, fair enough. Gabriel and Ben White, 2 of the best centre backs in the league. Kieran Tierney, and then Saka and Smith Rowe star boys and all that. Like you hype up your team, but then the minute you lose, you're just quick to say you need more plays and stuff. Like at the end of the day, you're just not that good. That's it. It's Arsenal fans deserve all they get because I think they're the worst fan base in terms of delusion in the Premier League. In terms of these man, when we were playing them a couple of months ago in November at Anfield, we're trying to put about 5 or 6 Arsenal players into a combined 11 with us. Do you know how disrespectful that is?
Mhm.
Do you actually like? You're a United fan. Even you will say that's disrespectful to Liverpool.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely.
Like they haven't achieved anything. This Arsenal team, nothing, zero. So like, what makes you think you can hype up all these players and try and compare them to Liverpool players? You've got no right at the end of the day. Yeah, Ramsdale's having a good season, fair enough. He's nowhere near Alisson. I'm sorry, he's nowhere near. So like, Gabriel and Ben White comparing them to Van Dijk and Matip. What are you guys smoking? Honestly, like these Arsenal. This is why I have no sympathy for Arsenal fans, and I don't get any rival fans who actually like whether they're City fans, any other fans. I don't know who just kind of like also have a soft spot for Arsenal. I don't get how you can have a soft spot for Arsenal in it. Their fans just bring it on themselves in it. At the end of the day, no sympathy for them. Dead club, dead football institution. And yeah, are they in a genuine top 4 race? Yeah. Do I think they'll get it? No.
Yeah. Yeah. Your thoughts on it? What are you telling me, Timo? Chat to me.
Do you know what? I don't have anything to say about Arsenal because they're irrelevant right now. I mean, they need a big humble, and this is one of them. I can't believe Nottingham Forest actually beat them twice in 4 years. Twice. It just goes to show the standards are not there as Arsenal. Like, yeah, you moved to Emirates since 2006 for what? Losing to Nottingham Forest twice. You're making Nottingham Forest look like Bayern Munich now. 0 shots on target. What? What am I
Zero shots on target, 0 shots on target. 0. And yes, Daredevil, I'm good. Big up, man. Appreciate it.
You know
0
what it is
shot.
about Arsenal as well?
Go on.
Is that only a week ago, yes, they put in a brilliant performance against Man City, by the way. In the game they lost, by the way, as well. But they were very good. But after that game, they're so quick to say, oh, this, look at the way we played. This means we're certified to get top 4 with this, with that. Oh, look at the Man City, we absolutely, yeah, Arsenal were the better team, but no team's ever done this to Man City before and all this bullshit. We had we're so good. Look at the progress we've made. And that means they're always in for a rude awakening. Whenever Arsenal fans really hype themselves up, oh, they're back, oh, everything, they always get a rude awakening. And that's what happened. And I think they get beaten. And they got a big week because obviously they've got us at Anfield on Thursday in the semi-final.
Yeah.
We have quite a lot of players back now, which is good. I think Trent's got COVID, so get well soon, Trent. He won't be playing, but Neco Williams was going to play anyway instead of Trent, I think, anyway. So it's, in terms of that, he's going to play anyway. But I think we should have enough in that first leg at Anfield to, especially they've not got Xhaka part. They're really lower midfield options as
There's
well.
no party.
No party, Xhaka. El Neni's even at the AFCON as well. Smith Rowe's got COVID as well. So they're, struggling. And, really, if we're being honest, Liverpool should really look to go and finish that tie in the first leg. Kind of what at Anfield. Kind of what Chelsea.
Go away.
What did you say,
at
Timo?
home first leg.
No, I mean like they got home first or away. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Home first. No, it's cool.
Wait, so
home first, yeah.
Yeah, but it's at Anfield first, but that's why we should aim to try and finish it in the first leg, like what Chelsea should have done against Tottenham, to be honest. Like, it's 2-0, it should have been about 3 or 4. We should aim to try and finish it on Thursday at home to Arsenal, to be fair.
And yeah, Bainesy, I meant to get to this, but I got to the super chat because it was vitally more important, and I just prefer Kevin to you anyway. But it's really not an all-time high, but each to their own. Like, that's how I'm going to respond to this. You know what I'm saying? Because it was Lokonga. Who played in midfield for them today?
Lokonga Patino, I think.
Who?
Patino, youngster.
Oh, his debut. All right, okay. So it makes sense then. C1 says, I'll be honest, I don't know who gets top 4s between Arsenal, Spurs, United, West Ham. That would be it. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, okay. Why am I a man child? Because I disagree with you. Is that what it is? If you believe I have an agenda, cool. Why are you here? We move. But yes, as I was saying, yes, see when we know. All right, okay. All right, Bainsy, whatever you say. But you lot continue to get your questions in as well. Please get your questions in. Hit the like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel as well. It is road to 4K. We are closing in. I'm not sure how close we are, but I know we are closing in. So make sure you do that. Where else we at? But yeah, back to the point about like, and this is just them, and Arsenal are never far away from this type of result. It's always round the corner, and it's always round the corner in embarrassing fashion. It's not like when the Surfer made the point. Like if United lose to Villa tomorrow, would it be hilarious for like rival fans? Absolutely. But it's still Villa. It's still a Premier League side. It's not like we've gone out there, and lost to Cambridge like certain
It's still a
sides
Premier League side with
in the
good
Premier League.
players there.
Yeah, it's not like we lost to we out here losing to Cambridge like certain other Premier League sides. But that's the whole point. But with Arsenal, them embarrassing results is always there. There's a way to lose. They always lose in embarrassing fashion, whether it's us, whether it's Everton, whether it's today with Nottingham Forest, etc. There's free.
We're talking about a team sitting in the championship in ninth. Ninth.
So they're not even like they're a top side in the championship. Ninth.
Absolutely not. They're ninth. Ninth.
And we'll get to this because me and C1 was discussing this. Flawless question: do you genuinely think Rice is just about Liverpool's third best midfielder? I said at best, yes, he is.
Yeah.
At best, he is. I'll ask you this again, C1. Who out of the midfield options that Liverpool have, who is Rice better than? He's not better than Fabinho. He's not better than Thiago. So
he's better than everyone else.
He's third at best. So that was my point. That's what I said. I said he's third at best. I didn't go through the rest.
No, I agree completely.
Well, he's third at best, which is cool. But my point was, and this is just me, Timo could think different. Ryan could think different. If my club is signing somebody for 100 million, you should arguably be the best player in that position.
Fact.
Not necessarily the best. I should be able to argue the point and go, nah, such and such is better than such and such. To me, that's not even an argument. Now, if Liverpool were to go and get, they're not going to go signing Tony Cruz, for example. You could argue that Tony Cruz is Liverpool's best central midfielder. Kimmich is another one. That's the 100 million now. 40 million. Say they went and signed Basuma, different conversation. Basuma's probably their third best midfielder if they sign him, but he's 40 million.
By the way, I just want to say there were rumors last night that Thiago was out until March or the rest of the season. Klopp came out today and said those rumors are completely false. That he's starting a rehabilitation program tomorrow for his hip, but it's not a long-term injury.
Okay, did he put a time frame on it?
Not a specific time frame, but he said he's not good. He's probably not going to be out until March, and he's not going to be out for the rest of the season. So I'm presuming probably February or something sometime.
Yeah, that's fair. Flawless to hear you. That's what clarification from the last stream. Where do you rank him now, C1? If he goes to Liverpool, where does he rank amongst the what's it called?
Midfield.
Amongst Liverpool's midfielders. I'm genuinely interested. Big up boys, love the show. Oh, big up Anthony, man. You know what I'm saying? Donny from Australia and that. Look at me. From the other side of the world. Love that Sarcasm City TV as worldwide. Love that. Continue to get your questions in as well. Big up my guy Shazad. Said I just came here to laugh at Arsenal. Hey man, come and join, man, innit? Certain teams can't beat 9th place teams in the championship and they're talking about Champions League. But here we are. Where else we are as well? Trying to see. Everyone's just laughing at Arsenal. You lot are jokers, you know. Man says, big up to Nottingham Forest, 2-time European champions, a trophy Arsenal fans can only dream of unless their fans play FIFA.
Their fans are thinking to Arsenal fans, where's your European Cup? And
no, they weren't.
No, Champions of Europe, you'll never see that and stuff.
Oh my god.
They were thinking Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that.
Put your Champions League trophy on the table, man.
No way did Nottingham Forest tell man to for your Champions League.
Somebody
send me the clip of
that. Champions of Europe, you'll never sing that.
Someone send me the clip of that.
I'm sure I saw it on Twitter.
Oh my god.
I'll try and
Someone send me the clip. Yeah. That's me, Flawless. Someone send me that. Send me that. Please, somebody send me that. C1 says, yeah, that's funny if they chanted that. I'll probably tweet it tomorrow and that. Here we go. So you saying C1 saying Fabinho, Thiago, Declan Rice, Keita, Hendo, Jones, I could count Elliott as an attacker. Flawless. That's my ranking. Do you agree, Ryan, with that list? Pretty much so. Yeah, I probably put Henderson over Keita
I'd
though.
probably agree with that. Yeah.
It's because Keita's never fit, and I'm not seeing Jones looks decent. Yeah, and Ox is
I'm
just
not.
Ox.
Jones. Yeah, he's a
I've not
weird
seen
one
enough of.
because I like him. There's clearly ability there. I just don't know if he's cut out to play at the high level for Liverpool. Just whenever I see him, he doesn't really impress me. I can see the abilities there, but he just doesn't impress me. You know what I mean? Like today, I would have thought you're the most experienced kind of youngster playing today. You know, go out and perform at home to Shrewsbury, and I thought it was poor today. So yeah.
Right, talk about that because you was really upset about the performance. I've not seen it, and before you do that, there's over 40 of you lot, and we haven't even got 30 likes. Mods, please get everybody liking and subscribing. Everybody, please hit that like button. Let's get over 30 likes, man. There's over 40 of you lot in here. But go on, Ryan, your thoughts.
Yeah, I thought we were really, really poor today. I think, we're playing at home to Shrewsbury, innit? I think they're a League One team, innit, at the end of the day. And we had like a kind of mix. So we had like some big players playing like Van Dijk, Konate, Robertson, Fabinho playing. And then the rest were kind of youngsters. But I just, first half, I thought we were terrible. We didn't really create many chances. Yeah, we were dominating the ball, but that was Shrewsbury, dropping deep, low block and all that. And then we looked shaky defensively. They scored the goal. Konate for me at fault for that goal. The right back Conor Bradley played the guy on side, and Konate didn't cut out the cross. For me, I just don't get it about Konate. I think he's been poor when I've watched him this season. I'm really not convinced by him at all. Yeah, he's young. Could he get better? Yes, but the Liverpool fans have been hyping him up, saying he's been great. Saying that he should play next to Van Dijk. Like, shut up, innit? Clearly, they don't know ball. They need a brain scan in it, as far as I'm concerned, because I don't know what they're watching. Konate's nowhere near Joel Matip. I don't care what anyone says. He's rash positionally. He's just rash. He's just not composed at all. I'm not convinced at all. I'm really not. And just the general play I thought was poor. I thought it was slow today as well. And I think Van Dijk as well, like, at times he's just a bit too casual. And I get you playing Shrewsbury at home, but, he was shaky a couple of times as well. I just think he's just not the same since his injury, which was, I think, bound to happen because it was such a serious injury as well. But yeah, at home to Shrewsbury, that was a bit worrying today. But it also showed today, I just don't think our youngsters, we just don't produce good youngsters, I'm afraid. It's like, the only one since I can think of who we've brought in over recent years who's really done his thing is Trent. Other than that, yeah, Curtis Jones, he's there, but he's not really balling out. Harvey Elliott doesn't count because we brought him from Fulham a couple of years ago, so it's not really like an academy thing that much in it. And then you look at the rest of the youngsters, like that KD Gordon, he scored a decent goal today, but the Liverpool fans hyping him up today after that, saying, "Oh, special talent, what a player, star boy." Like he wasn't that good today. I really don't see what apart from the goal today, I thought he was ordinary today as well.
What was the score? Did you finish 4-1?
Yeah, it finished 4-1 in the end, but like it was 2-1 for most of the game as well. But like, yeah, I don't really think he's gonna. Out of all the youngsters I'm watching today for us, I really struggle to see which one's gonna make it through for Liverpool. I don't
But the
see
thing
any
is,
of them.
fam, the reason why I'm saying you're being too harsh, just Bainesy said he's 17 and Nippon will get to your question, don't worry. Not many players are gonna make it through at the top level. There's not many players. There isn't many players, but of course they're gonna hype them up because you want them to do well because they come through your youth academy.
But sometimes you have to accept if they're good enough to, and most of them
17.
are good enough.
That's most players in general.
At home to Shrewsbury.
Yeah, but that's most players in general. I hear that, but that's most players in general. Most players for where Liverpool are trying to go to aren't good enough. That's in Europe. Right, so I think it's harsh saying that.
But doesn't that show an indictment of our academy?
No, I don't think it does.
Do you not think
because what shows an indictment of your academy would be how many of your players leave and then go on and continue and playing football elsewhere, whether that's in the Premier League or Footballer League. But where Liverpool,
Chelsea, Arsenal, and City bringing talent through.
All right, let's go through that then, because that's a blanket statement. What City academy players are in their first team and play week in, week out, or
Phil
play often?
Foden.
Okay, Phil Foden won. Who else?
Cole Palmer's doing his thing.
Okay, we're not doing Cole Palmer. How many games has he played this season?
No, but when he's played, he's done well in the
Yeah,
Champions
so he's
League
what
when he's come on.
he's
cup
done well.
games.
All right, so I'm gonna check his numbers right now. I bet he's not even at 5. What's his first name? Carlton, is it?
Cole.
Oh, Cole.
Cole.
Palmer, right? So we're gonna check this because we're gonna dispel this myth. Not many players do that. All right, 1 second. I'm having a look here right now. Hold up. Nice from Withenshaw as well.
Yeah. He's proper
Right.
mank as well when you hear him speak as well.
Yeah, so he's played 4 games in the league and he's played 1 in the FA Cup.
He's played Champions League as well because he scored in Champions League.
Yeah, he's got 3. He's played in the free. So you've got him. You've got Foden. Who else? That's 2.
Who else? There was another one as well. I forgot what his name was. What was his name? I forgot his name legit. But I'm seeing. The thing is,
all right. So wait. The reason why I say that we're not doing this because it's not often. You've named 2. All right, so that's 2 out of their entire academy. You know how many players? You know this not better than me, but you know this as well as I do. How many players are in an academy? It's rare. We need to dispel this myth. It's rare.
Bro,
if you get 1 or 2, like you's getting Trent is exception. That's not going to happen often.
But bro,
so we say it's not now. Let's stay on the topic. So City, you've named 2. You have 1. Liverpool have 1. Chelsea, how many are in their team?
Mount, Hudson-Odoi.
6. About 6 at least.
Okay, their academy is the exception. How many is in us?
Oh yeah, you haven't got any good ones apart from Greenwood, yeah.
No, but Rashford's played in the past, even though he's not been.
Well, yeah, Rashford as well.
Rashford, we got Lingard, that's 3. I'm trying to think. So we have 3. City have 2. You have 1. Chelsea, the exception with 6. I'm trying to. Am I missing a team? How many do Spurs have?
Arsenal.
How many do Arsenal have?
Saka, Smith Rowe.
All right, so they got Saka, Smith Rowe, who's not even played a full season yet. So Smith Rowe, who else? Saka, that's 2. Who else?
Not really anyone else. And Kane is rubbish in it, but like.
So what about Spurs?
Kane.
Kane 1.
Ali, who came through.
All right, Ali 2.
Winks.
My point 3. So we're saying 3 at max, fam. The pool is small. That breakthrough, and even the ones we named there, none of them for City. It's Foden. He's the one who you can say he's a first teamer because you're looking at our first team level, which I understand. Of course, you want your team to be at first, but that's rare for academies. It's rare.
But I understand your point. I agree with you. But when I look at our academy players that play, bro, they're all shit. Like, I'm not even being mean. They're all shit. They're not good players, fam.
Yeah.
Connor Bradley's not a good right back. He's poor. Who else?
What about my man that got injured though? Did he not come through your academy? I forgot his name.
No. He signed from Fulham.
Okay, cool, fair enough.
That's why I don't count him. I actually really like Harvey Elliott. But
that's fair enough. My point is rare, fam. It doesn't happen often. You're saying 1. My time since United, I can't even. How many firms? Rashford's the only one. Greenwood you can add now.
No, I hear that. Okay, fine. Teams don't bring a lot through, especially the likes of Liverpool United, because we got such good first team players who we brought in from other clubs,
Just my point.
Other countries. But I just look at academy players when we do have to play our kids in these cup games, and I look at them and I think, you man are just shit. And I know it's mean to say because they're young players, but you man are just not good football.
I don't think they should. Like, see, that's where I disagree. I don't think they should. I think they should.
Trust me.
For the level you are trying to reach, they'll go on and play elsewhere. You gotta understand, Liverpool are you're the top percent.
Most of them are championship players, bro. Probably maximum.
But they still play though. That's my point. They're still playing.
Okay, fine. They're still probably footballers.
You're the 1%. You're the top of the Liverpool are competing for the you work for the Premier League. What the point I'm trying to get across to you is you're competing for the top trophies. There's only a few players in Europe who are gonna hit you, have the talent to do that. Outside of academies, like even people talking about Chelsea, Cho don't start every week in, week out. It's Mount and Reece James. As much as Cobham gets hyped up, and it does, for where Chelsea are trying to compete at, there's a reason a lot of their players are out on loan.
You know what it is though as well? It's like because obviously we don't have the biggest squad as well in terms of like the first team, then that means obviously we have to play our kids in, the cup games, and that's been the case for years. But even they've shown that if you're struggling at home to Shrewsbury, how are you good? Like, what chance have we got in these cups, really? And maybe that does fall on Klopp as well, but that's because of our squad size as well. If we have to resort to playing our kids regularly in the cup, we're going to get nowhere in these cups because these kids aren't good enough.
But it depends on the age. They might not be good enough right now, but you still gotta give them time to develop. Like man is saying one of the guys you mentioned, 17. He's 17, fam. He's just fresh out of school. He's 17.
I'll let him off. I'll let him off. He scored a good goal. He did
like if you're 17 to if you're in your teenage years, or I'll say 17 to 19 or 19 and below, I'm gonna give you time. Like I'm not gonna judge you off one game and say you're definitely not good enough. First. You want to, ideally, yes, but some people are late bloomers. Some people are late bloomers. Not everybody's agreeing with what he was spoken about.
Like Gordon, I'll let, like you said, Gordon, the 17-year-old today, I'll let him off. He scored a good goal. He showed me a couple of things in it, but our fans are hyping up his performance today. He wasn't as good as what people are making out. But the rest of the youngsters today, I just don't think are really good enough at all.
Like I said, I see in a minute. Big up to Abdallah in the cut as well. Because I didn't watch the game, so I don't know how badly, but I just know what you're like. So that's why I'm judging off what you're saying there. Flawless, we have to thank Thierry
even
for
Mons
tricking.
is saying it. Shout out Mons, apart from Gordon, our young G's, and not good, fam.
He said they're knackered. Our young for tricking an entire generation of football fans into supporting a dead club, tiny club like Arsenal. But yeah, like I say, what I'm saying is good enough for you. Look, they could still go elsewhere and have a career. That's what I'm saying. And that's how you judge academies and that. It's hard to produce ballers for Liverpool. And this is me as a United fan saying this, because again, you lot are competing at the highest level. There isn't many players that are in that bracket. That's the problem. Spurs bought Ali from MK Dons. Oh yeah, he did come through MK Dons. You're right. Babesy saying, ain't fair to judge when these youngsters are playing with other squad players and other youngsters. To an extent, I hear that. They've been saying Cho shit. Oh yeah, he had a question for you as well. He said Kanate or Gomez.
Kanate. As much as I'm slandering Kanate, he's better than Gomez. Gomez is awful.
Harvey Elliott is light hit years ahead of these man.
Sick.
Yeah, and he's one of the ones who you said he signed him from Fulham, right?
Yeah.
So he's one of the ones who's like exceptional through, and that's it. Like you're not gonna get I don't know if the class of '92 gassed everybody. That's only gonna happen once in your timeline. I mean, lifetime. That's you're not gonna get 6, 7, 8 man all through at once. If you get one from a generation, that's good.
I do agree with you. It's the fact that it is rare for youngsters to come through. The one exception for us recently is Trent, innit? Really.
Trent's you should be thankful you get Trent.
I agree with you on that. But like I said, the fact that we haven't got the big squad and we're relying on kids in the cup games. When I see a team full of those youngsters when we're playing in the cup, bro, what optimism am I going to have? Because I know these men aren't good enough to win the game most of the time.
Well, you won today, but I get your point.
We won today, but Shrewsbury are shit, innit? So, let's be honest, we have to bring off Firmino to seal the game, innit? Like, it's a bit embarrassing.
Just to help out? Not necessarily. Like you said, maybe your youngsters ain't of
They're
that
not
level.
Good at all.
Right. It might be. Like I said, I didn't see the game, so I don't know. I'm just saying that getting that level of player is tough.
Mind you, what I will say is the older players who played today didn't exactly help him out either.
That's my point. And Bainesy made that point. I will
defend him on that. Van Dijk and Kanate were very poor. Yeah.
Big up to Daniel in the chat as well. Says big up Flawless Team all right in the chat. Larger Daniel. Another one who's been a member for a minute. Oh yeah, let me shout out all the members as well. Big up to everyone who's locked in. This is one of the perks that you will get. Pardon me, you will get shout outs during certain shows. So big up to Don KJB. Give it to Mikey, Abdallah, Hisyam, Dan Levitt, Junior Swag King, Progressions Project, Deviant. I need to shout actually. Easy92, Timo, who's actually on here, Daniel, Smooth Maker, Eleanor, 44, Time to Shine, Nippin, Eddie, love to Eddie as well every single time. Slens Talks, Sasha, Davey Fisher, Nelly, Scott, J Socials, Neville B, Winter Surfer, and of course Ryan as well. But what separates the Trent Greenwood Sackers from the shit young G's is bravery. These men are conditioned to pass sideways and not takes risks unless they're 1,000% sure. That to an extent, but also the skill from. Like, there isn't many youngsters with the talent level of a Greenwood or Trent.
I still don't think Saka's a special talent or anything, but like Trent and Greenwood are obviously. Foden as well. Like
there isn't many Greenwoods around kicking about in youth academies. I'm coming through the ranks.
I would be worried about Greenwood though, because if I was a United fan, because the more I'm watching him as a neutral, I'm not seeing him develop. He's still got. It's like he's becoming a bit too predictable when I watch him. It's always cut in and shoot, and obviously he's very good at that. but it's becoming too predictable and easy to stop. That his overall game isn't being developed due to, definitely the lack of coaching under Rowley.
Yeah,
And so far,
because everybody dies here, so Greenwood got no chance.
yeah, that's
Senior
why I'd be
players are
worried
dying
about Greenwood, because
Of
I just
course,
don't think he's progressing at a fast enough rate.
I'm concerned about everybody, including him, because everybody's dying. Like this senior players who are cold dying. So he, of course, is going to struggle. Absolutely. And this is why I'm glad again. I'll stay here again. I'm glad what happened has happened, and I'm interested to see it's now today what happens in this Villa game. What team Ralph picks, how certain players how respond, how the fans respond. What happens if we go a goal up? What happens if we go a goal down? Who's gonna get booed for not trying or things like that? Who's gonna get booed in general? Is there gonna be arguments on the pitches? People are already gonna be under. Everyone's under the microscope already at Manchester United. It's been intensified now because of all this noise that's come out. Definitely. Absolutely. We better see some pressing and stuff like that. We better see some energy and effort, like an intensity and design.
You want the intensity, you want the passion.
And absolutely. Like, we better see that now. Like, you better go, like, someone better kick a Villa fan into the stands.
Dude,
like, it should be like that.
Fam.
Absolutely. It has to be. They have no choice but to respond like that.
Yeah.
That's what it is, because it's been made this way. It's been made this way. Like, normally I don't look for that, but it's like now you have to respond in that fashion. And I expect to see it. Well, of course, that then varies on the team he plays, because we play Villa twice, like back to back. Flawless, only Reece, Mount and AC are consistent starters in the team. You're right, bro. Flawless, even for the Cobham hype, which is real, but I hear you. That's my point. You got Reece, you got Mount, you got AC. If you have 3, that's very good. Like, that's not the norm to have 3 players who come through your youth academy to be starting. And I don't know the age difference. Like, how old's AC?
AC is pretty old.
What, 28? Is he 28? So I'm Reece and Mount, they're the same class.
AC's 28.
I don't know, is he?
I think that's old. No, about 25.
You know? Oh, is he 25? All right, so he's 25. And how old are Reece James and Mason Mount?
Reece James
will only be about 21, 22.
So they're different classes. So if you get like 2 people from the same class, that's rare. It's rare you get that. And when I say that, I'm talking about coming through the team and being first team starters. Like, you could say Reece, Mount are first team starters from the same class. It's rare. Like with us, even we have Pogba and Lingard now, who are from the same class, but Lingard don't start week in, week out. All right, that's my point. Yeah, Cams, I think he's deep in the game too. You're deep in the game a bit too much, Ryan. I think so too.
I just wasn't impressed at all today. I really wasn't. I really wasn't impressed today. And I wasn't even impressed with the first teamers who played today, apart from Firmino when he came on. I wasn't even impressed with the first teamers today at all.
Yeah, I got you, Monster. I'll send you the link now, my brother. Lamptey is one of them too. Lamptey plays with 0 fear. He does, but Lamptey also has the skill set to go with it as well. Yeah, do you need to have to be mental? Do you have to be mentally ready? Absolutely. But you also need to have the footballing ability as well, because there's people out there who will have the mental ability but don't have it technically. And then Ryan will call him a passion merchant. Ryan will call him a passion merchant.
Right.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. 110%. I think every man in a Man United jersey is being watched like a hawk for the moment from a tactical point of view. This is my point, Anthony. Like, everybody's under scrutiny. Like, absolutely everybody. Everybody apart from the haters now got question marks over them. We're going to be watching closely just how they react to losing the ball, how they react to an opponent, one of their teammates losing the ball, etc. Welcome to the show, Big Six Bands familiar in the building. My like Months. What you saying, Months? You good?
Is there echo?
Nah, we good. No echo.
No echo. Lovely. Now I can embrace some of these young G's because I'm not impressed. I can't lie. Now I think usually I'm on Ryan for what he's saying, but Ryan trying sense still. Like, I can't lie.
Yeah.
And this is because I've known a lot of academy prospects in and around myself, and I've seen what they're capable of, and I've seen what they produce when they have to play for their team. And I know what these men are capable of, and I know how they express themselves. I think, and this is maybe part of the UK youth system, not just Liverpool's youth system. Too many young players are conditioned to play in a certain way that restricts them from expressing themselves. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is why I say there's a separate bracket that, you know, the Lampteys, the Trents, the Greenwoods, the Fodens, You could say throw Mount in there as well. Curtis Jones, Saka, Martinelli. A few, maybe not Martinelli because he was, from another country, but these men play with zero fear. Yeah, so they express themselves regardless of the situation, regardless of the capacity of the game. They express themselves in it. Cade Gordon, to an extent, as I said, impressed me a little bit today. I've seen him play a few times. He looks a good player. I'm not here for man to say, Dixon Bonner, he's tidy. Like, you're an academy prospect for a top 6 club. The minimum I expect from you is to be tidy.
Mm-hmm.
You're not playing League 2. You're playing under 23's Prem, G. Do you get it? So unless you're going on loan to another team in the Prem or whatever, you've had enough football and enough training. Like, the amount of stuff these men do, the least they need to be is literally to be tidy. Now the next thing is decision making, bravery, and thinking forward. Obviously, I'd love to come on here and name drop academy ballers that I've played with, bears in it. Like, I've seen what these men do, like, with their eyes closed. But then when I see them for their academy, regardless of their talent and what they can do, even though I get it, there's context to it where you have to play to your system. I don't expect man to try and take out the whole team every time you get the ball, whatever. However, I've spoken to these man, innit? Like, I'm not saying they're scared, but it's like these men think if I lose the ball, I'm coming off at half time.
Yeah,
sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? And when I've had those conversations with certain man, I see it different, bro. Like, I'm looking at these academy man. Bro, I said I can't name names. They said, yo, just look at most academy boys when you see them play with the first team. When they get their run out, see what they play, and just look at their game and look at the things they could have done and what they choose to do, as opposed to what they choose to do. So today, in that Liverpool game, I saw it from most young G's apart from Cade Gordon and Tyler Morton. But even with Tyler Morton, he's a deep line midfielder, so it's hard to differentiate whether he's taking risks or not, because his job is to play simple. But in terms of the attacking players, Dixon Bonner, Bradley, these men are pass it backwards, sideways, pass it backwards, sideways. Can I play it infield? Not too sure. Gonna go past. This is all I see. Negative and average Joe. Too many academy prospects all across the Premier League are not conditioned to take risks in football. And that's what's wrong with our youth today. And that's why our generation will not be as good as the generation and has not been as good as the next the generation coming through in other countries. That's just that.
To an extent, because we know it's teaching, because we've had these discussions many a time, and they normally pop up when England go out of a tournament. Like, this will get mentioned, whether it's a major tournament or whether it's the under 21s or the under 18s or whatever. And yes, you can partly blame the coaching staff and things of that nature, but you have to take it upon yourself to be brave, and that's where the mentality comes in. And like, I'm going to try things. Like Greenwood, I think, coaching or not, Greenwood's going to move. I'm just going to use him as an example because he's the complete opposite. You don't care who he's on the pitch with. He's going to try cutting and shoot. He gonna do his thing because he has that type of mentality which you need at the top level. Like,
this
which
is what I mean.
Equally as important.
He ain't going backwards. He ain't thinking, I know I can shoot, but let me not in case someone gets mad at me
you don't care. Which you need as a youngster, but you need that not just as a youngster. You need that in football at the top level. All the players we name are all brave. If we went through our list of whoever we think's best right now in midfield and attack, whatever our top 10 was, all our goals, they all had that in common. They all had technical ability in common and can play, but mentally is just important as well. And if you don't have that, you aren't going to succeed at that highest level. You can still succeed, though, and that was the point I was making.
That's what I was saying. Bottom line, all these men are technical. I'll be honest. All these men are technical, maybe apart from Nico Williams, but all these men are technical, innit? You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is that, bro, I just want, and by the way, I don't want these men to be shit, by the way. I don't want them to go, like, half of these men played, like, they're gonna eventually just be in the Championship or League One for the rest of their career. And I'm not basing this off one game. I've watched my young G's enough times, innit? Like, and it's not just my young G's. I've seen some other young G's for Leeds where they look tidy. There's one, I forgot his name, Somerville. He plays for Leeds.
I didn't watch any of the games, so I don't know. Okay.
He's got tech in it. For those who know, he's got tech in it. But Donny don't take risks. Donny don't take risks.
And eventually that will catch up
and
with
you can see, you can trust me, Flo, and you know ball flawless. You know when you see a man that has tech in it without doing nothing in it. You know them, man.
and he doesn't want it. Yeah. Been there.
Like-
and you want to see him
like-
express himself. Yes.
Yeah, like you like if like even without they don't have to dribble. You can just see from one touch. Yeah, kid's cold. Kid's got signed.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean? But and as you said now, the next stage is that mentality where you don't give a toss about if you shoot when you shouldn't have shot. You don't give a monkey.
Yeah, it's a balance. Like yes,
balance of
should
skill
you
and
should you be playing safe at times? Absolutely. But if the pass is on to play it forward or the shot's on, you should do that. It's all about, we say this all the time, football decision making. How key is it? How many times does that word come up where we say his decision making was poor when we're talking about whichever attacker he needs to make better decision, or if we're talking about centre back, or his decision making was bad there, he should have jockeyed, or he should have went over, or he should have stayed in his position. Like that's key, and that's mental. That's with, even though you have the football, it's still a mental thing. How many times do you see he made the right decision play? He played that pass at the correct time. He delayed it, that split second, and then that allowed the attacker to get through and score the goal from his through ball. Things like that. And these are the fine margins.
Because then you get McTominay. That's what you get.
Yes.
You get McTominay.
Who is good enough to go and play. Like, I'm not saying he should be eradicated from football. He's just not good enough for where Manchester United are trying to go. And as I was saying to Ryan, most players where Manchester United are trying to go are not good enough as first teamers. Because we're trying to compete for the very best.
Yeah. It's not to say these men can't improve, by the way, because Jordan, as I said, the Jordan Henderson was very much like McTominay at a certain point in his career. I will not forget that. Do you know what I mean? So, as you said, there are such things as late bloomers. Everyone's timeline is different on the football thing. McTominay could easily go on to do what Jordan Henderson is doing if he has the same mentality and dedication. But unfortunately, mentality, you can't teach that.
No,
you can't. You can implement it and you can improve it, but eventually it will fizzle out. And you have to, if it's not in your nature, if it's not in your nature, you gotta try 10 times as hard as the guy it's in Jordan Henderson's nature to have tenacity, to have drive, and to have fight. Do you know what I mean? Because let's be honest, he's not exactly blessed with Pogba's talent, is he? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get your point. Yeah. I get your point. It's not. And he knows. The thing is, he's probably self-aware and knows that. He's like, all right, let me just work my ass off to try and make up for the shortcomings I have in terms of talent. Because then when you mix the two, that's when you know. And big up to Lewis in the cut as well as always running back. He says, Man United, Arsenal, Spurs going to be the worst top four race in history. I can't lie. Can't be worse than Chelsea. It can't be worse than the City and Chelsea title race. You know what I'm saying? 2021, 2022. That's all I'll say about that. At least this is still going. Shit over in December, fam.
West Ham in there as well.
Yeah. You got to throw West Ham in there as well. But you can't stand West Ham. You probably forgot the minute. That's why. You can't stand West Ham.
Yeah,
yes. Bowen. Make sure you subscribe to Big Six Bands as well. Make sure you subscribe. You lot continue to get your questions in. Comes to saying Saka is a great example. Yeah, man, it's all about a mix and a blend. Like, you don't want to be stupidly giving the ball away, but you still want to make the impact. If the forward pass is on, you have to back yourself. You're a professional footballer for a reason. You're in that position, especially playing for Liverpool. You're playing for Liverpool out in an FA Cup tie in the first team. You are there for a reason. You have some form of ability. Back yourself. But again, that comes to back what we spoke about, not just in football, in life, about backing yourself. Be brave, innit?
Do you know what it is? I know this sounds so mad, but like, I think 80% of the young G's in the Prem, or even the Champ. In fact, let me just talk about Prem innit, because I don't watch Championship. Like, most of the young G's in the Prem or like in Premier League sides are just happy to be there, innit? 80% of them happy to be there, in my opinion. As I said, man them could slate me for that. That's a wild statement in itself. However, I think enough of them are happy to be there, and that reflects in their play. It's either that or they're not confident enough. And I think when I say happy to be there, I think if young G's contracts were offered until they were 21 and they weren't getting paid niche or very like measly wages up until you're a big man, these men would be taking risks. I promise you that.
Point to proof type of thing.
Yeah, I promise you that.
I promise
you that. When the young G's them are getting their 10 to 15 bags a week, I'll be happy to be there too. I'll pass sideways for 10. Come on now.
I've been doing it for free, playing Saturday League and all that for time, and you know what I'm saying? You do have to back yourself. You have to be confident.
You're getting your bag whether you pass the ball sideways or backwards.
No, yeah, that's true.
Or front ways.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
true.
mean?
You're not
Like,
lying.
bro, like, I'm not saying this out of a different place. I'm saying this from names I cannot drop in it.
Mm.
I can't
Yeah,
drop.
nah, I hear that.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? But
I hear you, fam. I fully hear what you're saying. Trust me. Big up to Prime, who says, just tuning in. Big up to the panel. We cooking Arsenal yet or later on in the stream? We already cooked him, Prime, innit? But if you want to
already,
cook him
I
even
missed
more,
that.
cook him. Yeah, we cooked him earlier on, innit? We were just like talking about how, right at the top of the show, we started the show off like that. Just how Arsenal will do these things, but there's always an embarrassing. Arsenal always lose in embarrassing fashion. Like there's a way to
Yeah.
lose.
Do you
Like
know
if you
what I got
lose,
told?
yeah, go on, fam. Land.
Sorry,
Go
no,
on.
go on.
Nah, I was gonna say there's a way to lose. Like they lost to Everton,
Yeah.
who haven't. They lost to Everton, who hadn't won in I think it was like 8-9 games and won their manager out. They lost to a Manchester United side with Michael Carrick in the dugout, like and McTominay and Maguire and Lindelof playing. Like this is typical Arsenal.
Yeah,
Like,
they
there's
played
3
their best
results
game.
there, and they played a strong team.
They played their best game against City. The best I've seen them play in 3 years, and they still lost.
And they still lost.
Like,
Still.
do you know what the excuses were from the Big Six band side of things? Because
Go on,
don't
what
worry,
did he
we will be rounding up tomorrow, and there will be flames in the pot. But what the excuse was, the general consensus was, it's not that deep. We're fighting for top 4. As long as we're in the top 4, I don't give a monkeys.
All
Do you know how funny that is? Because you're not.
Go on.
I said to them, you're not in Europe, so there is no fixture congestion for you. You are not in Europe. The furthest you're going is Wales, G. In fact, Swansea aren't even in the Prem. You're not even going Wales. You're not even going Wales.
You know what's the
Go on,
most crazy thing is?
Go on.
They had 1 week of rest as well to prepare for that.
This is what I'm saying. They have more rest than any of us. Yeah, they're the most prestigious English club that has graced that competition. That is fact. Yeah, it is the 3rd round. They started. Martinelli batted up City. Odegaard batted up City. Saka batted up City. Ben White, 50 million defender. Leno was your first choice keeper up until the start of the season. Tavares started. He has played most of this season. Lokonga has played at least 15 appearances for Arsenal this season in the first team. Lacazette came on to play at least 20 minutes of football. Tirantini came on from the 35th minute, played 2/3 of that game.
Facts.
You're telling me that team there is not good enough to beat Nottingham Forest
It's definitely good enough
in the 3rd round of the FA Cup with a week's rest?
I'm not
and
Forest fans.
cancellation. And our game got cancelled against Liverpool. Their game got cancelled against us.
And don't forget, they're sitting 9th in the table in the Championship.
Yeah, you just beat me to it. That's exactly what I was about to remind people.
They're not even batting up the Championship.
There you go. They're mid-table. They are the Championship Brian. They are the Championship Brian. And on top of that, the Nottingham fans were singing, told him in the crowd, put your Champions League medals on the table. That's what he was singing to them in it. Where's your European Cup? But this is Arsenal. This is the great Arsenal.
These man from and Nketiah, I'm not. He ain't a young G no more. I'm not hearing that no more either. I'm not hearing that because when he was scoring hatties in the Carabao against flipping, I don't know, Enfield Town in the Hackney Marshes, like man, them was still shouting and screaming. But Donny don't even want to sign the thing, and he's getting starts.
Yeah, that makes no sense. I don't get that. I don't get
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
You don't want to be there and you continue. I don't get that.
Like it or not, Arsenal fans, I'm not letting them brush this defeat under the rug. This is embarrassing to the highest order. Their second string team was more than good enough to beat this Nottingham Forest side. Lewis Grabon grabbed them.
Facts.
I can't lie. He was all right back in the day. But obviously, he's gone through a lot of stuff like mental. I know he's gone through a couple things as a baller, innit? If you know about Lewis Grabon, innit? But like, Donny ain't a baller no more.
And he's out here just scoring winners and that. I'm just actually going to run through the Arsenal lineup right now, actually, because it was a strong lineup. It was a strong lineup. Like you said, Leno in goal. All right, Tavares was on. He came off. You brought on your first choice left back. Holding's back up. Ben White is your first. So 2/4 is your backup. I mean, two of your back line of the back 4 is your starting. You got Lokonga. All right, cool. Patino's young. But then look at your front 3. Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka. That's your first choice from three.
That's the man that batted up City.
Yes.
They're the
That's
man
your
they
first choice from
batted
three.
up City.
That's your first choice
And
from
they're
three.
telling me, oh, we didn't have Xhaka and Partey. First of all, you shouldn't need Xhaka and Partey to beat these man. Second of all, Xhaka and Partey are not that. They're not that. They don't get
No.
into any top 6 team.
Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. So it was a mixture of first and second teams, and they brought on Lacazette. Let's not forget that they brought on their big number 9 and still had 0 shots on target away to Nottingham Forest at the City round in the 3rd round of the FA Cup.
10 shots total, by the way.
10 shots they had.
They had
None on target.
None on target.
None on target, but you're complaining about no Xhaka, no Pie to beat Nottingham Forest, who are 9th in the Championship. 9th in the Championship. 9 people.
And it's not even like Newcastle's game where I actually went back and watched. I never actually watched the game at the time. I went back and watched the extended highlights in it. Their keeper was doing his best impression of David De Gea 2011, fam. Like, literally. So, obviously, I hear that. And plus, just their goal was crap in it. Like, their goal was so crap.
Oh, you talking about what? The Forest goal? I thought it was a good cross.
No. Newcastle's game.
Newcastle. I didn't watch.
In Newcastle's, oh yeah, bro. Watch
Newcastle Cambridge.
Highlights.
I ain't watched that. Yeah.
I'm telling you, their keeper was doing David De Gea 2011, 2012. He was doing Neuer 2014. He was doing Ter Stegen in FIFA 19. He was doing it all. He was doing Jack Butland in FIFA 16. He was doing it all. Bro. Like, and then they went on to score some crap goal. Like, the goal Newcastle conceded was arse.
Yeah, it was big up Cambridge, man. Big up Cambridge.
Obviously, it's terrible for Newcastle, but they lost. They peppered the team in it. I'm just baffled as to how the ball didn't go in.
Because Newcastle are trash, that's why.
Not a shot on target.
0 people.
Like,
see that this is me looking for Arsenal's FA Cup hopes this season. Yeah.
No, Baines, Xhaka's not that, G.
He's not it. I've been having this like he's not. There's over 50 of you lot in here. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Big Six Bands as well. I will add it to the title in a second, so you can just click on it and it will send you straight over to Big Six Bands while this show continues on. Nip and saying there though, and you lot continue to get your questions in as well. Any sport, past or present, us 4 here will answer. I can't be the only one who thinks there's still a twist in the tail in the Premier League title race. Nah, I don't see it. Once it starts going double figures, no, maybe months. Timo, you the 2 teams chasing down City. Timo, can you see it?
Yeah, Cams, I remember.
I don't know, man. Next week's gonna be tough. Still, they had 1 week rest, by the way, Man City.
Oh yeah, you lot play City next week, innit? Half 12.
Man City. Yeah, we play
Saturday.
I've already resorted to telling them where's their Champions League, fam. I've already resorted to it. I didn't think I'd have to resort to that till like June, maybe. I think in June, maybe.
Have you seen the tweets that all the Chelsea fans buying the balloons?
No.
What's this buying the balloons? What balloons? Oh, the Champions League balloons.
The trophy balloons, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you got to say to them now, because when it was me, it was, where's your Prem? Whenever we were doing well, whenever we were smacking up everyone, even when it was 18, 19, when we were smacking everyone, all I used to hear was, where's your Prem? Now, I'm going to be a bitter bitch, and now that City have basically won this league already, I'm going to, where's your champs? Where is it? I can't see it. See it.
Facts. That's why I tell them all the time. There's only one place you can see a Champions League in Manchester, and it ain't the blue side. But yeah, I don't think there is a twist. I think Ryan agrees, and he's saying there's no twist. So Nippin, let us know why you think there's a twist. I don't see it happening. I don't see it.
Like we said last week, City haven't all right. They're going through rough patches now. They got COVID. It doesn't mean they're going to lose like 3 or more matches. Absolutely, Pep will not let this happen. Like, if we lose next week, yeah, that's it. That's like double digits now. Regardless if it was like COVID cases and that, Pep will not let the City slip up 100%. Unless if it wants COVID cases or many injuries, I just can't see it.
Unless Diaz or Laporte get injured, that's the only way we're seeing City drop points.
Yeah, because they're currently 10 points clear of Chelsea with the same amount of games played, and they're 11 points clear of Liverpool, but Liverpool have a game in hand. So obviously, if Liverpool win, that would turn it to 8. But yeah, it's kind of peak. Like Chelsea, you don't need to beat City. Like 110%. You lot have.
Can you do that for me?
You lot need to beat City.
We'll do, man. We'll try. We'll try next week. We'll try.
Yeah, no stress, Ryan. If you got a dip, big up, man. I'm gonna
Yeah,
catch up
big
with
up,
you soon.
man.
All right, bless up, brother. Yeah,
Yeah.
every time.
If we get 1-0 against Spurs second leg, then we can rest some of the main players in it. So because we got that 2 goals aggregate going to the second leg, so we only need 1 goal and then take off some of the players. Simple as that.
Flawless, what do you think of Zakari? Zakari, not seen enough of him, Abby, to answer your question. Not seen enough of him. So I keep hearing his name pop up. I've heard United have been linked with him. Someone asked me earlier. Sorry, I missed that. But yeah. And if I don't get to your questions, like I said, members take priority like a super chat people. If you see me going to the same names, you know as to why. So I don't miss your comments on purpose, people. Yes, subscribe to 6 months, like Prime says. And it links in the title as well, people. So just click on the link in the title.
I've earned the handle thing. Now you can click my name and it actually goes to my channel. I don't know when YouTube allow that, but yeah. By the way, big up Bainesy and Cams. They know about that. You know when I was saying Prime De Gea and Prime Neuer, that you have to throw in FIFA 17, Jack Butland 82.
They both were like, yeah. They were both
that
like,
card was not. It's just nightmares. Just if you play Ultimate Team, you know about 82 Jack Butland. That's what that is. It Chester? Was that the team that beat Newcastle?
Cambridge.
That's what that Cambridge keeper was on.
I need to go back and check the extended highlights of that. I legit am. I'm gonna check it out. 110%. Nippon says if Pep wins the Champions League this season, he's gone anyway because he would have achieved everything he could with the blue side of Manchester. He has achieved everything, like he's come in and done everything, but it doesn't necessarily mean he leaves. He might want to dominate further. He might. Where does he go to? It's on him. Why would you leave that situation?
Has he overtaken Wenger, in you lot's opinion?
Well, in the Premier League?
Yeah.
Oh, he done that a long time, yeah. As soon as you win the league back to back, show's over. Yeah. Win the league back to back. Show's over, man. Like, man, and I rate Wenger, but it's like he won 3 league titles. Very impressive. The undefeated
22 years, man.
Is very, so whatever it was, that's very impressive. But it's like Pep's come in and dominated. Wenger never dominated. That's why Pep's clear.
So if Klopp goes and wins another Champs or Prem, is he on Wenger's level? Because Klopp's only been here going
in terms of overall, he's outdone him. Yes, Klopp just needs another Premier League though. In terms of Premier League legacy,
yeah, because
in terms of overall, he's already outdone him because he's got a Champions League.
Yeah, because Wenger got 3 Prems in it, so that's 3 major trophies. When I say major, I'm just mean Champs or Prem in it.
Yeah, they're the major trophies. People can kind of try and gas up FA Cups and League Cups, and they're nice, like in addition. But nobody's remembered for big clubs for winning FA Cups and League Cups. No one is be put on a pedestal.
Only the underdog,
is he won the FA Cup or a League Cup? Like, yeah, definitely. And that's no disrespect. That's just what it is. Like, Klopp's not going to be remembered by Liverpool fans if he wins the FA Cup and League Cup. He could win the double of that this year and next year, and he'll still be more remembered for his Champions League and Premier League. And he could 100%. Win that 2 years in a row. Whereas we're not talking about anybody else. Right, that's what it is.
It still hurts me a little bit.
Yeah, that's I think that's Timo. I think that's you. Is it you or is it? I don't know. It's gone now. Anyway, fam, go on, fam.
I was even gonna say what kind of I looked back and I was thinking 17-18 we got to the Champions League final, and then 18-19 we lost the league by I think it was a point.
What's a point?
With 97 points. Like that easily could have been a champs, a Prem, and the champs in the same season, and then the Prem the year after. Deep that. Fuck!
I feel for you.
It's getting me mad. Sorry.
Great times, great stuff, man. It's cool, man. Great times, great stuff, man.
No one would have been able to chat shit to me.
Oh yeah, no one could have spoken to. Yeah, once you start having that dominance, it's a wrap, and that's why you can't really like City. The only thing we got over them is where's your Champions League.
No, let's not downplay that. That's a big thing still. It's not.
Yeah. Of course, that's not. But that's legit. That's the only legit thing we can. You got no fans, and you don't have no Champions League.
With all your money, it's the least I expect you to be winning couple Prem still.
Yeah. Well, it's the I do respect Pep for the way he's dominated the Premier League and that. Because that was always the question mark: was can you win the Premier League in that fashion? And he's come and shown, yeah, we can. Because what is this? If he wins it this year, what is it? 4 and 5 years? Is it?
Yeah, 4 and 6. But that's still
4 and 6.
That's actually ridiculous. When you take that in, and man them say the Prem.
That's
Like,
ridiculous.
man, people could be calling Bayern tax. Like, we get on to Bayern Munich and that when City are about to win 4 Prems in 6 years.
You're taking liberties in that. Absolutely, 2 back. This will be the second time back to back as well.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
Why
is it when I get good, there's a Pep and a City in the league? That's getting me hot.
So Arsenal fans would be saying the same thing about the United and what's it called, isn't it? United and Fergie.
Different.
Nah, if we weren't about, they would have won. They would have cleaned up the Premier League.
Chelsea were about still. JT and them were about.
To from when Mourinho came in, yes, but from when Wenger came in, from 98 to 2004. Yeah, 2000. Yeah. Wait, when did you Timo, when did you first win your Premier League? Was it 04, 05 or 03, 04?
04, 05.
Yeah, so from 98 to from 98 to 04, it was us and Arsenal. We were competing. Because I think we won it in 97. No, they won it in 97. And then I think we three-peated. No, they won it in 98, and then we won it in 99, 2000, 2001. And then I think they got one in there. Yeah, man, it's great seeing three-peat. I've seen United three-peat twice. Excellent stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? It was fantastic. It was fantastic, man. Not repeat, three-peat, like twice. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm having a look here. Let me.
That's why you lot are in such meltdown now, because you're so used to winning.
Yeah, literally. But I'm just kind of like, yo, it is what it is, isn't it? Just enjoy the fact that you're it's gonna help your channel, innit? That's how I look at it. It's the only upside is that when United lose, I know that people are gonna join just to come see what's going on. Yeah, come having a look here. Wait, Premier League. Let me have a look here. Domestic Premier League.
Awards, huh?
Yeah, they won it in 18. Wait, yeah, 18, 19, and 21 as well. Yeah, Pep just been on smoking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta give him full credit. And if he three-peats, that puts him into a whole nother level. Because no one's done that apart from Fergie. Because three-peating's hard. Retaining it's tough. But never mind three-peating. Just having a look at it. What is the Puskas Award? What is that?
Like the goal of the year.
I don't even know what that is.
Like the goal, like the best goal.
Why? What goal did he score that was cold? What was it?
It was a header.
The Denmark goal. What goal was this?
It was like a lob header, innit? Yeah.
So that says, did you see the keen quotes about Arsenal? What about Arsenal looking good, but they're playing a pub team and not Real Madrid? That one, or what he said afterwards. I mean, I'm guessing here you can only be a Real Madrid fan. But it's big up to Pal, says here for flawless Arsenal slander and nothing else. Yeah, man, we're gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna keep it rolling. Ray dipped. He had to go. Did you not hear him say, I'm gone, he's out? After Pep leaves Manchester City, could he go to AC Milan and bring back the glory days? No, he's not going to Italy.
No.
He's not going to Italy.
He
no
might
money.
Retirement.
I reckon international. I could see him trying to international thing. Maybe Spain. Makes sense. Because when does his contract run out?
I'm a bit knackered now, though. When I look at Spain's team, it's
not the best. That's why he might wait. He might wait 2-3 years for a gold. Well, not golden, but a better generation.
The golden era is gone still.
The golden generation is done. He wait because I don't think he leaves City yet. I don't see why he would leave that situation. What does the contract run out? Is it 2024? So he's got this year and the year after that. So it's like, why would you not want to see that? And I think he wants the Champions League as well. I think he has to win that. He can't dominate in the fashion he has and not win the Champions League. Cannot do that. Yeah, 4 in 5 years is mad. It's crazy.
Yeah, they remember he needs Messi. Like prime Messi, not today's Messi.
And that's the thing that keeps sticking on him from. That's what it is. That continues to stick on him. That's it. Yeah, Pep did say about international, so it makes sense.
Wait, did Pep win the champs? Wait, didn't he win it with Bayern?
No, didn't. Failed. He won it with Bayern.
Did he?
No.
Who won it with Bayern?
About that.
Who won it with Bayern in 2014, I think?
I'll tell you now, 1 sec.
What season was this?
When they beat Dortmund at Wembley. When Robin done the mad thing.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
I'm telling you now, 1 second. I'm
I
literally
think they lost to
searching.
Dortmund. Yeah.
The chat will probably be able to tell you quicker than I can. I'm searching for it now. Though.
I think they lost to Dortmund that season. It was Jupp Heynckes as
What
well.
year did you say? 2012, 13?
I
That year.
believe it was
Yeah.
14. It was either 14 or 13.
No,
Yeah,
12,
it's
13,
13.
before Pep
Yeah,
even
yeah.
came.
The manager was. Who
Jupp
the hell was the
Heynckes.
manager?
Jupp Heynckes.
I don't even know who that is. Who?
Jupp Heynckes. Former
Mazza.
Bayern. Yeah.
I
So
don't
even
know.
he could do it.
Hey, people don't want to talk about it though.
I can't lie. Di Matteo done
You
it.
know, people don't want to talk about it. Hey, two managers after, in between, Pep's in between two managers that won it for Bayern.
Right.
Yeah, Jupp
Because
Heynckes
Flick-
and Ancelotti.
Yeah. No, Ancelotti didn't win it. It was Flick.
Flick, yeah.
It was Flick.
Hansi Flick. He done the six tuple, innit?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
don't get spoken about enough, by the way. That
Nah, not
don't get
inside.
spoken about. How can you go and do a six tuple? Do you know how stupid that is?
Yeah.
How dare you win everything there is to win and you're a nobody? Because I'm not trying to hear shit. Hansi Flick was a nobody before we got that job.
We didn't know who he was. Like we didn't.
Ain't
You know what I'm
nobody
saying?
knew who he was.
They in Germany. I swear, did he not like? He was assistant and stuff like that. Like he done his
I think he come in on interim and they just kept him, no?
Yeah, he did his interim. But I swear he was assistant at Germany when they won the World Cup.
Yeah.
If I'm corrected, hold on 1 second. I know he had done his. I'm gonna legit now. I'm just literally on Google as we speak. Hold up.
Pep coming
Yeah.
like Pep coming
Hansi
to
Flick.
Like he
So-
came in, like I
Here
think
we
Cam
go.
said as
So-
well. I'm sure you come in mid-season and done a six tuple.
He did.
You are God
So-
status after that.
Yeah, because he was at Hoffenheim before. Then he was assistant at Salzburg. Then he was Germany's assistant. Then he went to Bayern Munich.
Gee,
Mhm.
this is why Oli and Arteta and them man don't know levels. You think man can
What?
come in midway and win everything?
And see, go on,
Go on.
fam. And I was gonna say he was Bayern Munich's assistant manager as well when he got it on interim because he was there from 2019 and then he took it 2019 to 2021. Yeah. That is mad. Six tuple, you know.
He
That is
came, like,
nuts.
bro, that's like
That
Carrick.
is nuts.
That's like Carrick coming in to Man U and you man winning everything. Midway.
I want everything. Facts.
Do you know? Like, I'd retire after that. The six tuple, yeah, man, that's my 6 months.
Yeah.
6 months, six
yeah.
trophies. There you go.
Where is he at now? What's he currently doing?
Nothing. He's baking.
He's just chilling.
on an
Yeah,
island,
he's just chilling, isn't it?
sipping a pina colada or a dirty mojito. That's what he's doing.
Oh, now here we go. On May 25th of May 2021, the German Football Association announced that Flick signed a 3-year contract as manager of the Germany team. So he's managing Germany currently.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, because he's
Yeah.
replacing Joachim Low.
Yeah, he did.
Bainesy going lockdown tax. Come on, fam. I hear it, but
Germany
six
manager.
tuple, G.
Yeah.
Six tuple, bro. That is everything there is.
I want everything, you know. Like
You
there isn't really
can't.
much. Yeah.
Like, no one in English history has done that since the start, since it was a pig's bladder being kicked, bro.
Yeah, because he won the Bundesliga, the Pokal, the Super Cup, the Champions League, the UEFA Super Cup, and the FIFA Club World Cup as well. And on top of that, he was assistant when Germany won the World Cup in 2014. He was the assistant manager.
This brother is littered with silverware.
Anyhow, he wins the World Cup.
He got more drip.
Yeah, he's
than
unbeaten.
flipping
He's unbeaten currently.
Floyd Mayweather, G.
Yeah,
Like,
he's unbeaten right now. Yo, Germany might be a shout for the World Cup, you know.
nah,
He might be, fam. It might be, you know.
nah,
They might be, you know.
nah. Not with Timo and Havertz. Nah.
Hey,
Hey,
here we go. This is gonna be good. They defend back your guy, fam. Let me look at their group actually. Let me have a look. Hold on.
Hey, relax. We don't need to go
Nah,
that
because
far.
when
Their
Havertz
qualifying
gets
group, I
running,
should say.
because when Havertz don't get
We
twisted,
don't need to go that far. Man.
Havertz is a baller, but when he gets run into the ground by the end of the season, and Timo Werner's confidence is shot because Lukaku, who slated the team, is now still playing over Werner. They're taking that into the World Cup and they're not doing shit.
What about Musiala?
Oh yeah, he's a big baller still. No, in fact, he's a big
Yeah,
baller.
they got Missy. Yeah, like that's Bainesy's guy. Bainesy in the chat going mad right now. I'm not even looking at it. I already
He's
know.
going mad for Musiala.
Yeah, that's his guy, innit? He's been talking about this
Yeah.
guy for months.
Sane.
He's a big baller though. He is a big baller still.
We've been going on about this.
Muller's still going as well. Muller. You got Gundogan at midfield.
Let me have a look.
Goretzka.
Goretzka.
It's not like they have a duff team.
Kimmich.
I'm literally just want to see their last lineup now. Like they beat Armenia 4-1.
Yeah, but Royce is aging, Muller's aging, Hummels. I'm faster than Hummels, like running backwards. By the way,
Klosterman.
Klosterman is decent, but still not good enough to like be. Oh my god, you're gonna win the World Cup. Who's their left back?
Their left back. On this, they got.
Oh, is it? What about Halstenberg? He used to play left. Oh no, Hector. Hector played in Bundesliga too. I ain't hearing that shit. Who else plays left back for them?
They got Gunnar. That's the one I'm looking at. It seems to be looking at here. But they do have good players though.
Gnabry, to be fair, why am I talking about Havertz and Timo Werner when they got Serge? They got Gnabry.
They got Gnabry. They got Sane. They've got Musiala, who we're talking about. Goretzka, Gundogan. Rudiger's still in the mix. Neuer's still in goal. Like
Rudiger.
I'm just running through their fixtures. I'm just running through not their fixtures. Teams who played Kimmich. Kimmich as well.
Yeah, Kimmich as well.
Ritz won't get into that midfield, I don't think.
I'm legit just having a look at their lineups to see who's playing.
As well. No, he's hard as well. He's hard. He's actually hard.
Just having a look here. Interesting. Yeah, Goosen's in the back three, like you said as well. And Nippon saying England versus Germany. You got to wait for them both to get to the World Cup. And you got to wait for the fixture list as well. The schedule, they might meet in the quarters again. Or whenever it was, round of 16. Wherever they met in the Euros. Yeah.
Don't let England's victory against Germany fool you, man, back in the Euros. Don't let it fool you, man. That was a crap Germany.
It's one of the worst Germany sides I've seen in a minute.
Low tax.
And you're saying Barcelona did it up under Pep. Did they win this? What did they win? The 6-2 pull, or was it the 2 pull? What the hell did they win?
La Liga, Copa del Rey, Spanish Super Cup, UEFA as well.
What happened?
We're talking about Pep. What did he? Was it the quintuple or the sextuple? I'm saying
they won 4, no?
I don't know. I'm going to check right now for him.
La Liga.
Either way, it's not 6. It's
I'm going to check right now. So they won. Wait 1 second. I'm having a look here. So manager. Right. So when did they win the Champions League? 0809, 2011. So the Liga. So they won 0809. They won the Liga, the Copa del Rey, the Champions League. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't 6. You're right. They won. The Super Cup. Actually, wait. 0809. 5, yeah, 5. Yeah, La Liga, Copa del Rey. I think that's the Spanish Super Cup. So that's 3. Champions League 4. Super Cup. UEFA Super Cup 5. Wait, it's 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They won 6 from. Is it 5? No, it was 6.
La Liga.
Here. They won the Liga. They won the Copa del Rey. They won the Champions League. They won the Spanish Super Cup. They won the UEFA Super Cup and the FIFA Club World Cup. That's 6.
Raw.
He did a Mazda that year.
That's safe.
Right. He did a Mazda that year. Daniel's right. Yeah, they did a Mazda. 09, yeah. They won the Cup.
Why can't Premier League teams do this?
Right, because we just don't have the facilities for that, big man.
Don't worry, man.
Them were flip-flapping pig's bladders.
Nah, man. I'll say in the chest here. Chelsea will do the 6-tuple. Why not?
Wait, when? Over 6 years? I'm saying you win a trophy every year.
Wait, come on, man. 6-tuple?
Thomas Strictly Blues, man. Come on, I'll say it in the chest here.
I mean, we won 3 trophies in a season, but none of them were like massive. So yeah, can't lie.
Closest you're gonna get to it is the treble. That's the closest we're gonna get to it in our lifetime.
That's the closest. The best treble I've seen is the 01.
This guy, you shameless, yo. When you win the Worthington Cup, you know what I'm saying? And the FA Cup.
Little FA.
Yeah, the Worthington Cup. That's what it was called.
Little Europa League as well.
Yeah, the Worthington Cup. That's what it was called. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Tim Pot treble, the Worthington Cup. Yeah, that's what it was called. Worthington Cup. Are England going to be considered amongst one of the favorites? Yeah, you have. Yeah.
Bow.
Enjoy, man. I'm saying, enjoy. I treble that. Jose won us was better than that. Community Shield, UEFA Cup, League Cup.
No. We don't count Community Shields, G. We don't count Community Shields either.
This guy out here counting the Worthington Cup.
Man's counting a plate. It's not even a cup, it's a plate. I'm hearing that.
Hey, so Hey, it's a nice shield, man. It's like cap shield. Are England going to be considered amongst one of the favourites for the World Cup? And if not, then what about dark horses? One of the favourites? No. I think it's simply because of the manager. I'm not going to lie.
No, because Harry Kane's crap now as well. So there's that too.
But also, all the teams, who are your favourites?
Me?
Yeah.
Is it in the England team or to win?
No. To win the tournament, what 2, 3, 4 teams you look at? And go,
France.
World Cup. Yeah, France, of course.
France, Italy, and Belgium.
Fair. Belgium. Italy against Portugal, by the way, in the playoff.
Yeah, it's Italy-Portugal playoffs. When is that?
But the thing is, I love to say Portugal because their team is redonkulous, but their managers just. I think the way Portugal play compared to the talent they have, it don't add up.
Yeah, and
it's
I look
pretty
at
much like Man United under Oli. Like after they signed when they even signed them as of the season. Like I look at Portugal and I think Bernardo, Cancelo, Renato Sanchez, Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, and that's just a few of them off the top of my head. There's way more in that team, innit? Way more ballers in that
mix
team.
As well.
There's even Pizzi, he's hard. Like he's hard. Like there's bare man that don't even get in the first 11 that are cold. And these men don't even shift the ball like that proper. Like they can play any style they want. If they want 2 centre mids and a big DM, you play William Carvajal, Bernardo Silva, and the other brother in centre mid. Do you know what I mean? If you want to go straight all out attack, you play Bernardo Silva out on the right. Do you know what I mean? You play Renato Sanchez on the pivot. Then you play Ronaldo. Then you play Fernandes up there as well. You get Pizzi involved. If you really want to go all out, if you want to play defensive, then they've got the man to do that as well.
Hey, Thingy.
Ruben Diaz,
what's his
Cancelo.
name? Is he not Portuguese? Brother. The guy at Atletico. What's his nationality?
Who?
Am I tripping?
João Felix.
Yeah. Is he Portuguese? Oh, see, that's another one right there.
Yeah, João Felix.
That's another one. I forgot about João Felix. There, I was thinking, I swear he's what's it called?
And he's ridiculous.
I swear he's.
They've got a great team, but shit coach. Guerrero is a left back.
And I don't think England's teams is that. Yeah, I don't think England team's that good, but they should. When I was looking at the options England have, because I was managing them on FIFA, I'm like, we should be doing much better. I have all these attacking options, but not to use them.
Even Pepe's still good enough to play, and they got Pepe and Ruben Diaz.
Yep. Facts.
You know, Raul Patricio still a Raul Patricio more than capable. You know what I mean?
You not even mentioned the Wolves lot. You know, your João Martinez and Ruben Neves.
Semedo on the bench. João Martinez to come in. As I said, they have players for any system you need. You want to play 4-3-3 all out? They've got that. You want to sit back and play 5 at the back? You've got that. You want to play 4-2-3-1? They got Bruno Fernandes. You've got that. Like, what do you want?
You got options.
But you know what they don't have is a manager that's going to do this attacking football thing.
I agree. And I think that England are the same, not to the same extent, because I don't think they have the quality, but I think England should be doing better. England should have made a better. In that final, they should have been better. Like they should have made more of a go. Yeah, they should have had more of a go. Like how you have all these attacking types, like how you have Kane, Sterling, Foden, Grealish, Greenwood, Saka, probably forgetting, man. Sancho.
Wait, sorry, Jota and Andre Silva also for Portugal.
See, options.
So many options. It's a bit stupid, actually. I might have to use them on FIFA, so it's a bit stupid.
Konza could also, that if Portugal make it to the World Cup, could it be a Ronaldo carry job? No, Prime. He's not that player no more. Just not that, man. Like, he's 37, he'll be 38, probably by the time the World Cup comes around. Like, no. Like, you can't be asked, and a man who's almost 40 to carry a nation. Like, no, he's not that. Can he contribute? Absolutely. But can he do the carry job? No. As a neutral fan, Flawless, who do you think would be England's best manager going forward? That is the $1 million question. One I don't have the answer to. I don't know. As just an attacking coach. That's what they need. They need an attacking coach.
Gerrard.
How many people you think I'd do well for them? Pep. Legit. Yeah. I think Pep. He's already had Grealish, Sterling, Foden. That's free right there.
Do you know Pep. Who I wanted to give the England job to?
Go on, who?
When he left.
Wenger would have been at that time, yeah.
When he left Arsenal, like a year after.
Yeah. But that's who comes to mind for me. But just an attacking, to answer your question, Nip, and just an attacking manager, like an attacking coach is the one that sticks out and makes me go. Because they have all talent. How you have Sancho, Grealish, Sterling, Kane, Greenwood, Saka, and don't know how to use it. Like, figure it out. Get as many attackers on the pitch. Figure that out.
Curtis Jones.
Like, is the midfield and defense not the best? Absolutely, it's not the best. You have right back still. You know what I'm saying? You got Trent. Like, pick one. You got Trent.
You got Curtis
Trent.
Jones.
Yeah, Curtis Jones is there. You got Trent. You got
I'm
Kyle
taking the
Walker.
piss.
Like,
I was taking the piss. I'm taking the piss.
yeah, but like, even to back it up, like, there's players there. I don't understand. Like Lamptey, like,
I was taking the piss of Curtis Jones. I'm so honest. I'm sorry. You don't take me seriously.
this is full, you know. Maybe said Graham Potter. Graham Potter's a shout. Graham Potter, he fits the bill of what I just said in terms of having an attacking manager.
Maybe if we had Zidane or like Wenger as the England manager, maybe then Haaland or Bale would have chose England.
Here you go.
Or maybe Musiala would have chose England. I don't know.
Where was he actually born? Was he born in Germany or was he born over here?
I think Musiala was born in Germany, but he's English.
Okay. Ah, right. Grandparents or parents?
Yeah, Harvey Elliott going to be better than Saka, by the way.
Gotta let the Arsenal fans ban you on that one. I don't know. I ain't seen enough of Harvey Elliott.
Yeah, when you see him, serious baller. Saka playing in a crap team, by the way. People need to forget that. Just keep forgetting. Don't have a right wing. Don't actually have a big boy right winger. Fair enough, Pepe is a flop in it, but Saka ain't getting into no one's team.
Yeah.
Teams.
You're going to have a chance to win anything if they get less hype.
I can openly say Greenwood could have a shout.
Oh, yeah, Greenwood's cold.
I'm talking about playing for Liverpool. Like, Greenwood could have a shout in playing up top for Liverpool if he was in form. Like, Saka don't get into like. I probably play for Tottenham, innit? That's about it. Like,
yeah, in the front, maybe at left wing back.
In fact, no, I'm not playing him over Luke. I'm playing Lucas over him. I'm taking it in. Like,
I'm saying if they play, it depends on if they play 3-5-2 or 3-4-3. 3-5-2.
No. If they play Lucas, Kane, Son, I'm playing Lucas. G.
Fair point.
City are playing Bernardo Silva or Mahrez. He's getting nowhere near that team.
You don't get in City side. No.
I have Salah. He's getting nowhere near my team. Chelsea, actually, Chelsea don't score goals in it, but like,
yeah, Chelsea's team. But that's
Chelsea
their lack of options, though. That's what that is. That's their they're lacking quality in that area. If they had quality in that area, he's not.
They don't really play wingers, though. They play 2 10s in it.
Nah.
Yeah. But I think he plays for them.
You think he plays for Chelsea? Yeah, maybe.
Bro, I think he plays for Chelsea. I would say so.
Yeah, I think Messi, Ronaldo, and Neymar wouldn't get goals for Chelsea at this point if they played from that open play. Like, these men defend hard, but I don't know what it is going forward with these man.
Timo, what's the Chelsea fan? What's the problem going forward, man?
Yeah, what's going on there, man?
It feels like I don't want to get scapegoat Lukaku or Werner a lot because I feel like it's just in it. Like I think the fan base itself, like I want to question about because, because why are we longer term? Like, what's the purpose of our longer term if we're gonna buy a, clinical striker? And they said at the start of the season, all right, we get what we want. We want Lukaku, fair point. But then the drama came out last week. Then all of you man all of a sudden turn on Lukaku after apologize. It's like I don't want to get criticized on the youth system a lot, but I feel like our fan base sometimes hyping too much on the youth. You got to sometimes rely on the experience itself if you want to progress forward. At the end of the day, youth development's still there, but I feel like it's just the emotional attachment in it. That's the issue.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
That's fair enough, fam.
I think a lot of Chelsea fans are very underappreciative of the actual talent and squad that you lot have. When you lot when man are calling certain players shit. When I hear Chelsea fans tell me Mount is average or your fringe players are bums, it's like, do you know what I would do? to have your fringe players.
Go on. I want to
Do
hear
you know what I'm
this.
saying? Like, I don't like Barkley because he Evertonian, innit? But like Barkley is steady, G. He ain't no
Yeah.
big time baller, but he's he's competent to go all the way to probably like a semi-final as a starter in a cup competition.
What it is for Chelsea is this comes back to the same conversation that we was having with Ryan about youth. Chelsea, there's very few players are in that bracket. Like, can Barkley be a good player? Can Barkley play elsewhere in the Premier League? I believe so. But for where Chelsea is trying to go to, is he good enough? No. That's the problem they
But
have.
but
He's
but
a
but
big drop
I'm talking about
from there.
fringe play. I'm talking about
Yeah, it's
fringe
a fringe.
players, though,
Yeah,
bro.
I hear that.
Their fringe players are better than everyone else in the league apart from C's. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Just
as I said, you look at going forward. Even you look at Luke. Like, all right, let's be honest. Let on paper, they forget the form. Lukaku, top 5 strikers on the planet. Let's be real. Werner, before we come Chelsea, knocking in 30 goals a season, second best striker in the Bundesliga. Kai Havertz, one of the best upcoming young products in world football prior to signing him. Do you know how vexed I was when these men signed Havertz, bro? Like, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. They got Saul on loan. Who goes, and let's be honest, before we knew Saul was a bit average, Saul on loan is a big signing, G. That is
I hear
big.
that.
Like, all these signings were telling me Chelsea are going for the title this year and they're not playing no games. You know what I'm saying? Rudiger. The difference has been mad. You know what I'm saying? Thiago Silva, one of the best defenders in the Prem. This is just their starting lineup. And you look now, they have too many centre mids to even play their system. Jorginho, you see what he's been doing. You see the accolades he's just got this year. Kante speaks for itself. Then where does even Kovacic go? And I think he's better than both of them.
Kovacic cold. I'm a big fan of Kovacic. Yeah.
Like,
Kovacic
he is a ridiculous footballer. And then where did they get him from? Madrid, G. Like, Chilwell, 50 M's, statement. Reece James, one of the best young products in the world at the moment, statement. Who comes in for these, man? We're talking Loftus-Cheek, still got some talent in there, you know, fitness issues, but still a product. You know what I mean? He's a Premier League proven footballer. You know what I'm saying? Sal, as I said, coming in from the Sal Niguez coming on from the fringes. Are you fucking dumb? You dumb? Are you dumb? I have Tyler Morton. Are you dumb? Are you crazy? Like, these men have Callum Hudson-Odoi. Say what you want about Callum Hudson-Odoi.
I'm a fan of Callum Hudson-Odoi. I'm a fan.
He's a danger man. This is just not the system for him. He's a danger man. He is dangerous. I don't know about you. I don't want him running at me.
No.
I'll make all the jokes. Just like how we all call Mane a bum. But I'll be honest, none of you man want Mane running at you. It's one of them ones.
Yeah.
So, you know, and even the likes of Broha or Billy Gilmore when he comes back from loan, you got these man to come back as well. You know, Sarr, man are calling him a bum, but guy's a decent centre back. Chalobah, massively overachieving for what people expected from him. Now looks actually a very good young centre back.
He does look solid.
Do you know what I mean? Look at Chelsea's squad, bro. How are these man calling their players bums? Do you man want to be Barcelona or something? 09, 08, 09. You not trying to be Zidane's Madrid, brother. You man have fam. Like, understand you have the players. They're just underachieving going forward. I just think that's all it is. It's not a thing where these men aren't good enough, and you want Big Daddy Abramovich to open his wallet and slap you another 150 M's in January. Man are saying Lukaku out, get Haaland in. You know what I'm saying?
Too much drama as well.
I'm not talking about you, Timo. I'm not talking about you specifically in it. This is just general Chelsea consensus I've been seeing all over Twitter. But I guess that happens in every fan base, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It happens.
If I speak, I'm in big trouble. So,
but like I said,
speak before we close out the show. Speak, Timo. What's your thoughts, man? You the Chelsea fan.
Emotional, like I said, it's just emotional attachment to it, isn't it? Like Mon's already said it himself. Like, our fan base doesn't appreciate as much as other people would, because our fan base has the highest standard. Fair enough. Like, if we want to progress forward, like, whether like it or not, our fan base will raise the standards in it. Fair dues, and that's It just goes to show like the way that Chelsea running at the moment compared to Arsenal or any other lower behind Bayern United, Liverpool, and City. It just goes to show that Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man City are way ahead of the others right now.
Yeah.
No disrespect to United, but I feel like if you look at United, for example, they got a good talent, but you're not using it properly. Arsenal, they got like great squad depth, but Arteta don't know how to use his players properly.
You think Arsenal's got that?
I don't think they have great squad depth.
I don't know about that.
I think they got a good 11.
A decent 11.
But like you saw today, what happens if they try to use their squad depth? Proof's in the pudding.
Facts.
I'm saying, like, I do like that, by the way, Baines. Trent, Saka wing backs with a back three. That sounds saucy.
I've said England should play free. Like they should forget. They should just try and outscore teams.
But how does Southgate not think Trent whip Kane goal? How does he not just think that?
Because he's just not good enough for him. That's why you play Trent wing back. You can play Saka wing back. Then you can play Kyle Walker as a right-sided centre back where he's played before, and then you can play Stones and Maguire if you want to. And then that's your back five.
Calvert-Lewin, Trent whippers, Calvert-Lewin equals goal.
Yep. And then you could play if in the two in midfield. You could play, for instance, a Calvin Phillips and a Jude Bellingham. And then your front three is
Phillips, man, that guy is not that good. Please,
nah, he's not. He's average, but give me another option. Who would you go in Henderson? All right, so to me there ain't much. But all right, cool. Henderson and Jude Bellingham, and then your front three is Kane, Sancho, Greenwood, for instance, or Grealish, Foden, Kane.
Mount goes in there as well somewhere.
Mount shouldn't play. Mount should not be playing. No.
Oh no.
Mount is not better than the players I named, and I rate Mount. He's not. He's not better than in that system. He's not better. He ain't better than Kane. He's not better than Greenwood.
Yeah, not in that system. But Mount is a baller, G. Like.
In the squad, I won't say he's a baller. He's a good player. That's as far as
he's a baller, fam. I can't lie. I watched him closely. I've had to watch him closely to see what the hype was about. He's fucking hard. I can't lie. He gets me a bit hot.
He's good. That's his fire.
Bro, Chelsea have never played. I ain't seen Chelsea play attractive football in years. They're not. Chelsea have never been the team to play scintillating football. If you've ever slapped Mount in the team that plays scintillating football, it's a long day for everyone.
I don't think he plays for him. I don't think he gets in anybody's front four. What is he? Do you think he's best? To me, like that's the question.
He's got the Curtis Jones syndrome, innit? We don't know if he's an 8 and we don't know if he's a 10.
He's an 8. He's not a 10. He's an 8.
He's not quite. His own product's not quite good enough to be a 10, but he's not robust enough to be an 8.
He's an 8 to me. He's industrious enough to be an 8.
I disagree. I don't think he's industrious enough to be an 8.
Yeah,
I think he's
got a work rate thing, man. He's an 8 to me. So you think he's more a 10 than an 8?
No, I think again he's in that grey area in between.
What is he? He's
I
a 9.
Don't know if Curtis Jones is a 10, but
he's 8.5
because his end product is a bit like he's 8.5.
That's Mount. Every time I watch Mount, all I see him do is do the Bruno thing, move out to the right and try to whip the ball.
10. He's a full 10.
All I see him do is go out to the right and try to whip the ball into the box. I've watched a lot of Chelsea this season. That's all I legit see him do in terms of creating. Get the ball and try to whip it. To me, he's an 8. And he's not even great at that. But he's a good player.
I think he's I could just see Latimus in my comments.
What do you think he excels at? Stats like attribute wise. What do you think his best attribute? You're like, he's 8 out of 10 or above at this.
His football IQ still.
Okay.
His football IQ in the sense that I'm not gonna say he's the most scintillating dribbler. He's good. I know what you're saying. He's just good at things.
Yeah, he's good at everything. Like that's why I look at him. He's not great at anything.
Bro, you know, I know. Listen, I know you need sometimes you need to stand out, but
you need
Jordan Henderson. Obviously, his 8 out of 10 is passing in it, yeah, and so is his football IQ. So I guess that's what puts him above a lot of centre mids out there, innit? Rather than his actual ability to dribble and all that other stuff.
I hear that, but if you was to bring in, and we was having this discussion, bringing up top quality midfielder, his place is the one that's going to be under the most scrutiny.
Nah,
What, over Thiago? So what? Thiago gets dropped. I know it's not Fabinho, so is it Thiago you're saying?
Yep.
All right, fair enough.
Because
Then I see more about Thiago.
Henderson, as I said, Henderson's football IQ. Henderson is like the dilute to wherever he's playing. So if Henderson goes and plays for Sunderland, you won't get the Liverpool Henderson. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, definitely not the system.
But if
like,
Henderson goes,
the system fits him to a T. Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say the system. Henderson is because his football IQ is so high. Henderson is able to play at any level he's playing with. You know what I'm saying? So as I said, if he plays for Sunderland, he's going to be at Sunderland level.
Yeah.
If he plays for City,
he's the level of
City.
You don't get nowhere near the team, but I get your point.
Yeah, he doesn't get in the team. But if he steps in and he starts for City, he balls out. For Liverpool, he balls out because he knows the system and his IQ is just way too high.
He'd do it to the team.
I'm not here for them man like Calvin Phillips, them average Joes like Calvin Phillips because he's a bit aggressive and he runs around a lot, fam. Like Henderson is so clear of Calvin Phillips, it's a joke. Calvin Phillips' best attribute is a sprayer, and Henderson sprays it consistently, accurately, about 7-8 times a game. So why the hell am I even looking at Calvin Phillips in the England squad?
I'm not a fan of either of them, to be honest, like that. And to see one, no, I'm not saying that Bruno's better than Mount. I think Mount is better than Bruno. My point is that's how I see him create. When I watch Chelsea, it's the same thing as what Bruno does for us.
Yeah.
Go out wide right and cross the ball.
Henderson will never get the accolades he deserves because, again, his surname is Henderson. It took him 7 years to get good, and he don't dribble well, and he's not that fast, and he's not flary like Pogba. He doesn't do a no look when Thiago does it, by the way. You get like it's fine. I hear it, like I actually hear it. Man, was trying to tell me Declan bloody Rice, fam. He's decent, yes, but
because we was having that discussion earlier as well about
Declan Rice is out there, bro. There's more.
And I was saying he's good, but I'm not spending 100 mil on him.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. I was saying he's good, and if I'm spending 100 million pounds on a player, he better come in and be debatably the best player in that position. And I was saying if he goes to Liverpool, he's at best third. He's at best third.
I think again, availability and adaptability is more important than abilities.
Their abilities.
That's why for me, Pogba and Henderson is a debate in terms of who's more important and who's done more. Do you get it?
Who's done more? Yeah.
If who's the better player, Pogba. He is light years ahead of Henderson as a better footballer. Mm-hmm. But who's more integral and shows up in big games and does their job accordingly? Henderson.
Hey, your point.
And that's just not Pogba to throw a dig at Pogba. Pogba's one of my favorite players. But that's just a key example for me in terms, and that goes.
That's where systems are key as well. That's where systems are key as well. Absolutely.
Yeah. And like even when I've seen my man come on for England, brother looks good. Henderson didn't get a goal and assist the other day. Like when he come on and played, he was looking really good.
Yeah, I don't rate him as highly as you, but I understand your overall point.
Because it's one of them. I watch him 90 minutes in a day in game out. I'll call him out when he's playing crap. Like I was on the Hendo out train for 5 years. Like, do you get it? Like I was on the Hendo out train for a long time. So
I agree with you.
This is why people
I'm not saying. No one said I think Rice is better than Henderson. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that Rice I don't think is $100 million player. I don't think Henderson is either.
Henderson ain't even 30 million. Henderson's 31.
And to you lot talking about Mount, he's good. I'm just saying when I watch him, like I said, Mount, when he's what's it called in it? Like all I see him do is go out wide right and try to cross the ball. And
Mount is techie, man.
Play through balls.
He's techie, man.
He's like I say, he's good to me. He's good, and that's it. He's a good player.
His centre mid game is like my virtual pros game, innit?
Nah, you much better than him. You're better on pro than he is in real life. You just create a whole lot more. Like one thing about you, whether you're playing bad or playing not, you're give me the ball, and you make things happen. I seen you play a pass yesterday, the one where Ethan hit the bar. Mount's not doing that. No chance. Like he don't have that, and that's not a shot at Mount. Very few players do. There's very few players who can play the eye of a needle pass right now. There's very, very few. And yeah, Bruno ain't it either. Like, don't get me wrong. Oh yeah, you lot talking to Bainesy. That's between you lot. You lot know I'm not a fan of Bruno. Me and Bainesy had that discussion on his channel on Friday. And I was going back and forth with the chat. I'm done with this guy. Been done. I'm hearing Barcelona what him?
He
Let him
said
go.
it's April Fool's Day, innit?
Yeah, I was hoping it was right. Yo, Abdi, no way you think Mount is better than Bruno flawless. Mount is bang average. Here's the thing is, I don't rate Bruno highly. I don't rate Bruno highly. So me saying that someone is better than Bruno isn't like propping somebody up. I've said this. We was having, and Bainesy's in the chat. He'll tell you. He was there watching it with the popcorn when I was going back and forth. And I said, tell me the last time this guy played well for Manchester United, 2 games in a row, he started. The chat went silent. The whole season. We're in January now. When's the last time he played well 2 games in a row and 2 games he has started? Because the last 2 performances he's put in where he's played well, he's come off the bench. Against Wolves, when he should have scored, where he's had an impact, and against Villarreal, where he came off the bench. And I asked the chat this now. When's the last time?
Oh, no, Statman. No, we're not doing this, Statman.
Question for Flawless. Would you swap Bruno for Mason Mount? No, because it's much of a muchness. I'm not getting much of an improvement. But I'd give you Bruno. Now I'd be like, keep Mount and give you Bruno.
That man, Henderson's more effective than Pogba, G. Take that, hold that one there.
Yeah, you give us Bruno, we'll give you Barkley.
Hold that one there.
Keep him. One thing about Pogba is like the impact. The biggest issue that I think people get swept under the rug with him is his availability. That's the biggest issue I have with him. He gets injured far too much and for far too long, and it's constant.
And he ain't been that good. He ain't been that good to be injured and people to be like, oh my god. Sorry, so yeah.
And Flawless, I'd bite your hand off for Bruno. No, you wouldn't, fam. In theory, that sounds good, but you wouldn't. Unless you rate him, because he's a worse version of Mount.
He's an Ollie system player in it, let's be honest.
Yeah, he's hero, but he's very careless with possession. And that will frustrate you. The penalty we gave away against, I think it might have been Watford, that Sarr missed. That's on Bruno.
There was
getting the ball and just kicking it up in the air. Like, why are you doing that?
There was a time though where Bruno was able to retain possession quite well and was given a GA. It was like,
yeah, there was.
Was it lockdown or was it like last year? There was a time where Bruno, he actually caught the blend in it. And then I feel like he got caught up in the GA too much and just let his all-round game go.
Yeah, like, I don't know what it is.
Don't you remember? There was a time where Bruno's all-round game weren't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but what helped mask that was the GNA. And plus, I can't lie, I'll be lying to you if I tell you right now, man. It's because of Ollie, I wasn't watching closely like that. The reason why I'm so much on when Ollie went, and then I sat down and started watching games properly. Like, I'm on watch-alongs watching the game like much more closely now. And I'm like, this is terrible. Like, I'm watching and I'm like, this is awful. Whereas before under Ollie, I'm like, all right, whatever, it don't matter, innit? So I'm not watching as closely. I'm not paying attention to the small things people do. Like, this guy, I'm all for players giving the ball away, trying to do the right things. Like, trying to give the ball away sometimes 30, 40 times a game, crossing the ball in. Well, that's his job to do. Bruno, your job is not to be crossing the ball in.
And that was one time Trent gave the ball away.
That's not it. Yeah, or 34, even 20, even 15. That's his job, whatever the amount is. Same with De Bruyne. You're not De Bruyne. You don't have that type of technical. That's not your game. I can probably count on 2 hands how many times we score goals from your crosses. Whereas for Liverpool with Trent, it's much more. It's 50 plus. De Bruyne at City is 50 plus. This has never been your game. So you don't cross the ball and you don't thread through balls. What exactly do you do as a 10? I don't know. Like, I'm talking about
he does the Dele Alli thing, innit? He does the Dele Alli thing. He's a second striker.
Yeah, second, and even now he's a second striker. The goals have dried up now. So now what? You went 3-4 months without having a shot on target.
That's the thing about Bruno. To be fair, listen, if he's getting 2 goals a game, I'm not really complaining, innit? I'll be honest. Because, like, obviously, if I am complaining, because I complain about Joe and I complain about Joe, even though Joe's job isn't what Bruno's job is. Joe's link-up play for me is not good enough, innit? It's just not good enough. But because he's got a turnover better than everyone else apart from Salah in the league, Sly can't chat shit. So what angers me is if he starts to miss, like when he misses sitters and he starts missing a lot of chances, I go, bro, you don't really contribute much else. So you better be putting the ball in that fucking net.
Facts. And to Prime, who says, honestly, I would put all our forwards are frustrating and bummy. At least Bruno does get the GNA. He don't get GNA no more. That's the thing is, look at how many. I think he's got 2 league goals this season. Something like that. I don't know. Is this Bainesy's in the chat? Bainesy, let us know. You know the numbers. And to someone said Saka or Rashford. I don't know what's going on with Rashford. I don't know what's happened.
I think the Rashford standard is very, very harsh, by the way. Very harsh.
Fam, he's been horrendous.
Because honestly, I know he's been horrendous, but I think it's very harsh. I honestly think I'm gonna be that guy, like obviously, because there's things going on outside of football.
Yeah.
Rashford in it. You get it? Man are on Rashford way more than they should be.
Like he's been. I say he's been like outside of Maguire. He's been
out. And get him out my club.
Rashford's one of the
best academy. Rashford's the best young player you've had since Rooney.
See, and this is where, but the level's not high in terms of.
No, you're not going to see another Rooney. Let's get that straight.
But, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like Greenwood's better than Rashford.
No,
right
Greenwood.
now,
No. But Greenwood's all-round game was shit up until a year and a half ago as well. Like when Rashford was hard, Greenwood was a dumb good finisher and had obviously still is, but like Greenwood's all-round game and his IQ was on the floor. Now he's developed. I'm seeing more from Greenwood now, innit?
Well. But what I'm saying is, it's the decline in Rashford that's the issue, though. I've never seen a player decline.
Have a bad season
no, fam. A bad season is cool, fam. The decline is scary.
Well, like Mane.
I don't know. The decline is worse than Mane's. I've not seen a decline like this. He doesn't do anything anymore. He doesn't offer anything anymore. I'm watching games and I'm like, I can't remember you doing anything. I don't even remember him getting the ball, shooting and putting it over the bar 5 times. I don't remember him making the wrong decision, shooting when you should pass and passing when you should. He doesn't offer anything anymore. I don't remember you running in behind. I don't remember you trying to rough up the defender. He offers nothing from, and he's been like this the entire season.
I think he's been like that since the back injury.
Outside of Maguire, he's been our worst player this season.
Since the back injury, he's been bad, innit? You know what I mean?
And I want to be wrong. I've never seen a decline like it. I've never seen a decline like it.
How many goals in the Prem did he get last season? 17?
I'm not sure.
17. No, he scored a lot of goals in the Prem last season.
Yeah, he did. I'm not sure. Bainesy again in the chat. To this, you say decline, but it could just be having a very poor season. But his form's been like this and it's getting worse. He was bad last season. And it's worse this season. And again, even when
he came back last season,
that's what my point is. So he's not been good for however long. Like he's explosive.
I think you lot are just a plague of a football team. I think you lot are going through that thing that Arsenal was going through. Anyone who came to their team was just not, any talent they had was getting dumbed down to like half their talent was getting halved. Their output, anything.
Absolutely.
So like, let's say Sancho, perfect example. Sancho looks a shell of the player in a Man United shirt because
he's nowhere near.
Because of like the position your club's in and what's going on around your club and what's going on tactically around your club. Do you know what I mean? We can already see when the threat that guy holds when he's on the ball.
Because he's been one of our bright players. Yeah.
You know what I mean? However, he is performing at about a 3 out of 10 for what he's capable of.
Something like that.
3, 4 out of 10 if you want to be generous. Started the season at 1 out of 10 for the first 8 games.
Oh yeah, started the season under Ollie, different. Like, I don't even class that because Ollie tax is hefty. But after that, he's been a bright player, but he's still nowhere near the level he can reach, and that's not all on him. He was poor. The game against Wolves was the first game I go, yeah, you was outright poor. Since Ollie's left, every other game he's been at least bright.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
You try and make things happen. But that's what you're brought down to at Manchester United, though.
That's what I'm saying. You lot in a position right now where, like, I know certain players are thinking, yeah, I'd love to play for Man U, but the way the club's looking right now, it's a little bit sticky because I'm not trying to look shit for the next 3 years.
Facts. I see one says he has 8 GNA, and this is where GNA can fool you in that. Because like Cam says, Bruno has 5 goals and 3 of them came on the first day. So since the second Premier League game, he scored 2 goals. And man are telling me about GNA. This is where things like GNA trick you. You can't just throw out, he's got this much GNA. Context matters. When did this GNA come? And this is what he's based off. He don't excel at anything else. He's not a good player. He is an enemy of pro, and I want to be wrong about this, but I don't see again. Someone in the chat told me the last time he started 2 games for Manchester United back to back and played well. And when I say played well, I'm talking 7 and a 10 or above in both those 2 games starting. He's not done it. We're in January.
He started the season all right, but yeah.
The first game, yeah, that's it.
In the Champions League, that crazy ball to Ronaldo.
Which game was that?
Against Young Boys when you lost.
Now, he wasn't good in that. He wasn't good in that game. He just got an assist. That's a Bruno game. I always use the example of Chelsea. And we played Chelsea and Arsenal in close proximity. I
do think it is a bit weird with Bruno because there has been some chances that he's created and man just aren't finishing the minute. And I think if man them were finishing some of these chances, people will be a bit more lenient on Bruno, innit? I don't think he's being helped at the same time as him being crap.
Nice. I'm putting it like on it because you get enough of the ball. You're supposed to be our main creator.
I think he just needs to think it needs to go through him.
You know why he drops deep? Because he's not good on the half turn. That's why he drops deep and goes out wide. When the going gets tough, he'll go out wide and cross the ball. I can't remember the last time I seen Bruno pick up the ball in the 10 area behind the midfield, opposition midfield.
Odegaard's better.
I've not seen enough of Odegaard. Odegaard looks more like a 10 than he does. I've not seen a 10 that's the profile of Bruno. You know who Bruno's profile is, and we were just talking about it months. You see how stuff goes full circle, and you were just saying you don't know if he's a 10. Mason Mount, they're the same profile. They're the same profile. Don't excel at anything. They don't excel. Bruno does not excel at anything apart from being a good. I'll give him that. Actually, he's a very good finisher. Like if you put the ball within the width of the goal, like. I'm surprised he missed against Wolves because that's bread and butter for Bruno. Like he's very good from that range. Like the goals he scored, I know we're talking in the opening day against Leeds. Yeah, I agree, Bainesy. Bruno is an 8, but we play him as a 10 and it shows.
Bruno ain't an 8, man.
He's an 8, fam. No. Bruno, I didn't say he's a good 8. He's an 8.
Bruno is a second striker. He played the Dele Alli role.
Actually, fair enough. Yes, you're right.
Dele Alli role under Pochettino.
Yeah, and when I say he's a second, even a second striker, he's a striker, fam. Even no second about it. He's a striker. It's not even no second about it because he doesn't do any second striker things. He's a striker. If you want to do that. Or an 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying like that's where his attributes fit best as an 8. Even though he is a very good finisher. Mason Mount constantly tries hero ball. Thing is extremely frustrating. Prime, that sounds like Bruno. That's Bruno.
I don't remember Mason Mount trying hero ball, but
no, that's what Prime said. I'm just saying that is the Bruno description. Everything you said.
Prime's your Ryan, isn't it?
Seen. He's that. He's Chelsea's version. The thing is, Prime. Everything you said bad about Mount, Bruno also tags onto Bruno. It applies to him. Playing hero ball.
I can't wait to cook Arsenal tomorrow. Oh gosh, feels good.
Wait, what did you say? Who'd you play tomorrow? What did you say?
I said I can't wait to cook Arsenal tomorrow. Also, Flawless.
Oh yeah. Cook Arsenal. Yeah.
Don't lose tomorrow, please. I will be sending you that link if you lose. Please don't lose.
Send me the link, fam. When do I look like Arsenal fans out here? I don't hide. I ain't seen one of them pop up in the chat.
Please don't.
Send me the link. What time you going on?
Straight after. Is your kickoff at 8 or 5?
It's 8.
Yeah, so I'll probably like 10 past 10 or something.
I will do my best to get on in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even if it's only two minutes, man, will definitely hop on and win, lose, or draw. You know me, fam.
Yeah, I know.
I'm saying, I got the red talk afterwards, but I'll definitely hop on and say, we chat to the man real quick and then, win, lose, or draw. Come in to take my lashes or come in and gloat and then bounce.
No, I'm just ready for Coutinho to score a scream against you,
man. Is he available?
No, not for Sundays. You play Villa again on Saturday.
Yeah, we played him again. Okay.
I think he's in Birmingham. Wait, I'm just deep in it. Coutinho's in Marseille.
Wait. That being said, City play Chelsea. Timo, are you coming down to money?
Yeah.
Oh, see. All right, what you want? We'll talk after the show. Link up if you're about.
Yeah. I'm thinking about going on the day before the match, but yeah.
Yeah, sharp, isn't it? I'm saying. But that's my point. Like, what you might have saying, Mount has better fundamentals though. See, when I agree with you. I've said Mount's better than Bruno.
Yeah, because Mount actually has. Yeah, Mount's all-round game is still decent. Man.
Yeah, like I agree with you. Mount's better. I'm not arguing that one bit. I'm not arguing that. like whatsoever. I'm just saying the bar is on the like because it's the type of player I don't like. Like if you're that expansive player, you better be delivering. Once we'll dumb it down to FIFA. Months in our pro clubs team is an expansive player, but more often than not, I know if he gets it right, we're gonna win the game. So I let it slide. Whereas if Ryan's an expansive player, you ain't that level to be doing that.
What does
Let
expansive
me get
mean?
onto you. When I say expansive, trying things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, when I say expansive, like you're trying things, you're trying through balls, you're trying skills, etc., and things like that. You're trying to make things happen. Because Bruno's trying to make things happen. Every time I watch him, he's trying to make things happen, but his decision making is just not it. It's just not it. His technical ability
doesn't
is
really
not
switch
it.
up enough as well. Sometimes he
No.
doesn't just play possession enough.
Just play position. Sometimes it's just just pass the ball. Just keep it simple. Sometimes the ball's not on. And yes, remember Mount's 22. Bruno's in his prime. Like Mount's only 22. Mount could get better. Bruno could get better, but the ceiling for Mount, the space for Mount to get better is much more. But he's still 22. Billy Ban says Villa gonna pound tomorrow. Depends on the team. Big on my guy, time to shine in the cut as well.
Man said, "Don't compare me to Ryan." There's logic to what I say. Don't dead me.
Hey, it was months that did that prime. I would never do you like that, fam. You think I would ever do my guy like that ever? That's him. But yo, we are gonna close out the show, people. Don't forget we're back in about an hour for wait. Timo is Morant playing?
Yes, he's playing.
All right, we'll be. So you're about in it. All right, we'll be back for the Grizzlies Lakers, people. We will be back for the Grizzlies Lakers game. Where is it at? Is it in LA?
LA, yes.
It's in LA. All right, so we'll be back as Lakers Grizzlies then. We'll be back for that in about an hour or so. Yo, Monts, anything you want to add before we leave the stream?
15 subs away from 700 subscribers, people. We are 15 subscribers away from 700. Please, guys, please. Let's get over the line and let's start that road to 800 straight away. So again, please subscribe to Big Six Bants.
Links in the title, people. The link is in the title. Go subscribe right now to Big Six Bants.
Catch us on pro clubs. Love and football or love and basketball. love and football and domestics. It's all there. It's all there, people. Do you know what I mean? Subscribe to Mimi TV. Subscribe to Cam's TV. Subscribe to Baines' channel. Subscribe to who am I missing? I'm missing someone. I'm missing someone.
Osman Talks United as well.
Yeah. Osman Talks United. That's the one. So yeah, man. All of those. Subscribe, like all that good stuff.
So you do that, people. Yo, team, anything you want to add?
And care for Lewis as well, man.
Yeah.
As well. They got Lewis.
Yo, anything you want to add, Timo?
Yeah, big up people joining 4K away. So make sure you subscribe, people. Pretty much that's it, man.
Yeah. Pick up Lewis, the champions of Europe. You're a joker, Lewis.
He always he always sneaks it in there.
Yeah, all the time.
And don't forget, your captain's winning the podcast. Don't worry, Lewis.
Do you think? Wait, Lewis. Just quickly. Do you keep saying that because you know you're not going to retain it? So it's like you got to sing it as much as you can while it's there.
Yeah, he gonna say we were retaining it. That's what he said. Tommy Tuchel's trebles, chicken, steely blues. That's what he's gonna say. Treble, chicken, steely blues. It's a treble. Yeah, it's still a treble because you got the Champions League, the FA Cup, and the League Cup to compete with. So that's
we win quintuple, man. Like Flick said. Don't worry.
I said, what 6 trophies you win this season? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you can't win.
I said, chef, man. Come on.
Sky Joker. All right, okay. Anyway, Timo, anything you want to add before we watching the Grizzlies Lakers later?
Incoming Russell Westbrook masterclass, people.
Oh my god, you lot are gonna get cooked and it's gonna be good fun. But yeah, love to everyone that's locked in anyway. The Sarcasm City Sports Q&A will be back Wednesday, people. Check out the upcoming live stream schedule. I have updated it all the way to Friday. I'm going to do the weekend's game shortly as well. But big up to everyone that's locked in. And this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.